Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. Hold on. That's the name of our show, Tales from the Backlog. And that's the name of tonight's game, Tales from the Loop. The tales are coming at you from everywhere. If you're not familiar with this channel, we have two streams. We have a Friday stream and a Monday stream. On the Friday stream, we do ongoing games. Historically, D&D, but we finished our D&D campaign. We are now on into Cyberpunk Red. Three of us currently on your screen are in the Cyberpunk Red campaign. Myself, Sarah, and Mia, currently being GM'd by Alan, who's not present tonight, and eventually to be taken over by Matt, who's also not present tonight. But on our Monday stream, which you're currently watching, we try out lots of different games, usually 1 to 2 sessions at most before moving on to something else. This is our second time trying out Tales from the Loop. Sarah and Jason were in our previous attempt at playing this. I say attempt jokingly. It went very well, which is why we're doing it again. But Mia and Edward are new to this game. You've never played this game before, have you, Mia?
I have not. I was supposed to be on the last time you played. I didn't make it.
Gotcha. Okay, well, here we are now. Next week, I don't remember what we're playing. I might not have anything. Next week is... what's that?
Aren't you back to D&D next week?
Yeah, next week we're doing Spelljammer, which our good friend Cody, a.k.a. Pretty Boy, is running for us. We are going to finish up the second of 2 sessions in Spelljammer next week. So, tonight, Tales from the Loop, role-playing in the 80s that never was. If you watch the show on Amazon Prime, then you're familiar with the setting. It's based on a number of paintings by Simon Stalenhag, a Swedish painter, who conceived this world in which it's like the 1980s, but the landscape is dotted with these retro-futuristic high-tech machines everywhere, broken robots and flying vehicles and so forth. So that is where we are setting our mystery tonight. Why don't we go around and have everyone introduce themselves and say the name of your character, please.
Sure. My name is Edward, and I am playing Robbie Juan Holkins.
That's you next, Sarah.
Oh, it is? Sorry, I must be looking at a different layout than the main one. Yes, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Crystal Chris McKenna.
All right.
I'm Jason. I'm playing Duffy Gonzalez.
And I am Mia. I'll be playing Lisa Banshee Novak.
All right. I'm going to throw everyone a curveball, kind of more like a boomerang, really. Let's reverse that circle and go through and tell me what your character archetype is and something about your character, please.
I am a rocker with aspirations of being a singer in a band. Definitely into the metal. Metallica's And Justice for All just came out this year. Been rocking out to that quite a bit. Just here I am, running around in my black denim jacket with some chainmail that I made myself hanging over the sleeve on one side.
Oh, yeah. Is that your iconic item, that jacket?
Yes, my denim jacket with the metal church back patch.
Nice.
There you go.
Duffy, what kind of a fella are you?
I'm a troublemaker. Yeah, my parents don't really think much of me, but I know who I am and what I stand for. I'm also Jewish, and it's something else I was going to say, but I like metal well enough, but my current favorite song is "Too Much Pressure" by the Selector.
All right, cool.
All right. Chris is the hick, though I'm actually in town right now, sleeping on an air mattress in my Aunt Janice's apartment. Ostensibly, it's because the bus doesn't come out down our route anymore. But it's getting a little crowded in the in the old double wide, so it was time to move on. But that's fine. That's cool. And Janice actually treats me like an adult, which is awesome. And it's just me and an air mattress and my guitar. So yeah, don't tell Lisa, but yeah, I've been spending the summer learning the opening lick from Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. I don't think she likes it very much. So when I hang out with her, we play Metallica. It's fine. It's fine. I don't tell her about Bon Jovi. She doesn't need to know.
Oh, man. The Bon Jovi witness over there.
The secrets are already getting...
Secret Bon Jovi over here.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you'll say you're listening to Winger as well. Oh, my God.
I do throw on the Fleetwood Mac every now and then.
Oh, God, that's right.
I can appreciate that.
Fleetwood Mac is still very relevant back. This is great. This is so great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still like Fleetwood Mac, but it was doubly relevant back then.
It was the old school band.
Do like an album with Alice Cooper?
I don't know if '88 was their album with Alice Cooper. I know.
I have been to a Fleetwood Mac concert in real life.
In '88?
Was there a landslide?
No, it was not a landslide, nor was it in '88. It was like 2004, probably.
Being difficult.
Is it me?
Yep.
It's you.
Okay. So yes, Robbie is a computer nerd. Although I'm reflavoring him as a film nerd, right? What skills he might have had in programming, he has more into like mechanical tweaking, things like that. I'm imagining Robbie. He's 14 years old. This is 1988. It has been 5 years since the last Star Wars movie. Robbie is a fiery, fervent Star Wars fan, and he is just so convinced that the new movies are coming. They're going to be coming really soon, and they're going to be amazing. And so he is a huge film fan, and his biggest dream in life is he wants to be a filmmaker, just like his amazing hero George Lucas, who is his anchor. Actually, that is the person that he.
I'm so glad that I know Robbie in 1988 and not in
yes.
1999.
Oh no, Robbie is a sweetheart. Now in '88, in 2020, he is going to be a terrible person.
So you went to see Willow this summer, right?
I believe he'll pull through.
Yeah. Was that, Sarah?
He'll recover.
I said I believe Robbie will have straightened himself out by 20.
That's, you know what? I want to believe that. That's.
But in 2000, he'll be a terrible person.
Yeah. In 2000, honestly, that's a lot of PTSD. Phantom Menace comes out in '99. 2000 to 2003 is just going to be him mourning, and that's okay.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's him.
Me. And
it's the same.
Robert is also the kid of the group, right?
Yes, I am 14. I think everybody else is 15. So yes, I am.
Yes, we are.
I am 14. Mm-hmm.
Well, tonight we are playing an adventure called The Animal Ark, which, as I mentioned to you guys in the Discord, this is a published adventure, which is actually the first of a trilogy. So I'm going to run this as a standalone, but if we enjoy it, or if we are intrigued by the unsolved parts of the mystery, we can perhaps revisit it in the future. But before we get started, I am going to hit you guys with some character building questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lisa, what makes you angry besides Bon Jovi?
That last release from Judas Priest, Turbo, just did not set well with me.
Okay.
No.
I was taking notes on it. I was like, whatever, we're doing this.
What makes me angry? Probably people that are rude and treat or prejudice. Yeah. It was still kind of a problem in the 80s.
Yeah. And we're in Boulder, Colorado, which is
We are in Boulder, Nevada.
Boulder
Oh,
City,
cool.
Nevada.
Boulder City,
Nevada.
near Lake
All
Mead.
right.
Nevada? Am I saying it wrong? It's possible.
I've always said Nevada, but I would never correct anyone for saying Nevada.
Is Nevada? No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
Nevada.
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 I was going to do the
Nevada.
same thing. Yeah, okay.
And I'm also mad that they were the whole satanic panic about Dungeons and Dragons, and my friends that wanted to move on to second edition, but I wanted to play Rollmaster and Middle Earth role playing from Iron Crown Enterprises.
Sarah did point out earlier today that all of you built Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
In one way or another.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Duffy,
Yo.
in what way has your problem gone from bad to worse recently?
So, like the other week, my folks fucking caught me skipping school again, and so they put down an ultimatum that if I get caught skipping school anymore, I'm just gonna get completely grounded for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Something?
That sounds good. Chris.
Mhm.
What is your experience with robots?
Interesting. I actually have, out of character, I have a pretty high Tinker score. I feel like this might be a point of connection between me and Robbie, is that I have, I grew up on a farm, and I'm used to fixing things. I think we were probably in shop together, and I'm more sort of lean towards cars and things like that, but we live in a tech city, and I think there was some robot building that happened in shop. And I think I don't have much, I'm not that interested in computers. To me, it just seems like geeky stuff that doesn't excite me. But I like building things. I am pretty good at it.
I'll bet you that because my mom works in like the back office, which I'm hypothesizing is like this sort of darker, deeper tier of whatever the craziness is happening in the loop. So she's part of the back office, and I developed similarly. I have similar tinker skills to you, and I'm thinking I probably hooked us up with some kind of gear. Like there was probably something that I swiped from my mom. She probably knows that it's missing and doesn't care because it wasn't a big deal. But I am living like in mortal fear that she's going to find out.
I feel like you and I I feel like Chris is somebody who goes along to get along with her friends because she doesn't want, where she kind of just does. She takes the lead from Lisa and the band. She takes the lead from Robbie and shop, and is good at being useful to her friends.
Cool.
Robbie 1.
Yes.
Do you have any siblings, and if so, what do you think about them?
I do not have any siblings. I publicly I have said that I'm really glad for that. Like I see people's little, crying sister or brother, and I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't have that. Secretly, I'm deeply jealous because it feels very lonely in my house. It's basically just me and my dad watching Star Wars all the time, and my mom is never there. So she's the breadwinner, and she's not ever there. She's the genius of the family. My dad's definitely much more blue collar. So yeah, do not, but secretly do wish for some. So like sometimes there have been times when we would have like not like a sleepover, but you know what I mean. Like you just stay over at a friend's house, and like if they had siblings, in my head I would like pretend that they were mine just for that night.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's.
I have absolutely joked about giving you my half siblings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm like,
Totally them.
totally, yeah, whatever. And then, but secretly, I'm like, I would totally do that.
Lisa, what is the farthest you have traveled from your hometown?
Let's see. I would say we've probably traveled to like British Columbia. Maybe like a road trip. We went north across like Wyoming to see like Devil's Tower, and then through Yellowstone and up into British Columbia.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, and then down the west coast until we were about almost due west of our hometown and came straight back. So that kind of a big loop.
Yeah. Let's see. Any others of these I would like to ask? Duffy, what does your room look like?
Oh man, my room. That's an amazingly good question, and I totally have a response for it. Because I've put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, that's what the questions are for. They're for the parts that you didn't
Obviously, I put thought into this.
Yeah, I know you did. Because I know what kind of player you are.
Yeah, I think Duffy's got like a pretty messy room. Lots of comics, comic books, like fantasy novels. Like he probably has the old, like he's working on a set of the old Ace Conan books. You know, he doesn't know how bad those are, so
I feel like that's somewhere you and I would have connected, Duffy, because I'm definitely into that sci-fi fantasy thing. That would have been something.
Yeah.
Right, and that sounds like my room back in the 80s.
It sounds like
your actual room, Mia?
My actual room, yes.
That sounds like my room now, my half of the room right now.
Yeah. It sounds like the room I'm in at present.
yeah, but comics were more affordable then.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
60
kids
cents.
could actually buy them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move on from the individual questions and put a question to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the leader?
Oof. Not me.
I have like
Not
0 in my.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. Actually,
Who's got the most lead?
I have. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I do have one lead. I think it would depend on what it is. Robbie fancies himself a director to be. So, like, if it's a project, I feel like he might want to jump in and be like, "Yes, I'm a director." Like that fits his vision of himself. But in terms of like, you know, if we have to make like a moral call or a stance about like how should we actually behave as people or what should we do? I have no idea.
Without looking at your scores and only looking at how you've each described your characters, I would think it's probably Lisa, maybe Crystal.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say...
Because Lisa's coming in with, like, the full-on, like, metal vibe and the
Lisa,
gyro.
yeah.
She has a very defined, like, kid pop culture persona.
Yeah.
And the rest of you kind of don't, so that's why I'm saying that.
No. I think she's very. She's coming in with all the hard rock stuff.
I think Mia is definitely in charge of this group.
Yeah. No, I'm down for that.
And we'll make
sure.
a good leader for our dungeon crawling party. I think she will only make the best decisions for us.
Yeah, I feel like Lisa's got like that band manager type of relationship where it's more just like you see so clearly like the direction that everybody should go, and it's just like, all right, let's get there. Like it's not a power trip. It's just like you see where we should be going, and you're just going to be
like force
okay,
of
let's
personality
go.
too.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay. That's the lead singer and me like, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like that kind of like
Yeah.
that sort of that magnetic personality. Like, come on, we're doing the thing, we're living the adventure. Like,
Yeah.
you're apparently a manic pixie dream girl before they existed. You're the primary template.
Yeah. But I feel like we're a group where we all have pretty strong personalities.
Sure.
So it's not so much that like there's a leader and the rest of us are followers, but it's
no.
definitely I think everybody kind of takes a turn here.
Yeah, when it makes sense. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why our group has kind of stayed together, is that we've just, for whatever reason, we've like amorphously sort of, we understand when somebody's starting to take the lead and everybody just kind of flows.
Yeah.
I feel like in the discussion we've kind of already answered this question, but what sets you apart from other kids?
Oh, I do not want to be in Boulder City, and I'm going to do everything I can to get, like, I every day that I'm here, I count it as a mistake and a mark on my permanent record.
To Chris, I feel like I connect to Robbie, Lisa, and Duffy because they're the only ones who kind of see the truth of what this place is. Like everybody else is either like playing along and like worrying about grades, or they're like smoking and getting drunk, or gonna wind up washed up, and like we're the people that are gonna make it. Like we're the people that understand what's really important, and we're getting out of here together.
Yeah, there's something beyond this town.
Yeah.
I don't know if Duffy is getting out, but Duffy definitely does not buy into like the whole like, oh, I'm gonna go work on the loop. That means I'm important. My family works in the loop.
Yeah.
Also, unbeknownst to most,
you and I definitely vibe with that. Go ahead.
Duffy will shank a motherfucker.
you and I are not the same on that page, but the other page, definitely.
I can appreciate that, Duffy.
See, this is how. This is like the show, like the series Friends. Everybody unites in different ways.
Yeah, no, that's I definitely see like there's a vibe of like where I am now, where people are like, oh, I'm gonna work on bass, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about the bass. I mean, yeah, the only reason this town exists is because of the bass. Oh no, the military base.
I know, I get that. Yeah.
But like, I just like, if that wasn't here, I wouldn't be here, and I'd potentially be somewhere less 3 hours out into the desert. So that's kind of where I feel Duffy is on this. But I also am not at all certain that Duffy is getting out of this place.
Okay, well, I want to tag on to that. I want to tag onto that because as the youngest person here, Robbie has a real. I was just gonna say it feels weird to say Robbie. I have a real sense of guilt that like guilt and like fear that like all my friends are gonna graduate and they're gonna leave without me, and like I'm gonna have to get out by myself, or worse, that they're gonna have to wait for me. And like maybe they'll get stuck here in the meantime. So like whenever Duffy's bringing that stuff up, I'm always like, no, dude, we're getting you out of here, because secretly I'm like, please get me out of here.
Well, are you in the grade below us, or are you just the younger kid in our grade?
Good question.
Because
what would you guys rather it be?
The second youngest kid in my grade.
What would you guys rather it be? Would you rather it be I'm the youngest in the grade, or?
I think I as a player would prefer you to be in my grade.
Yeah, I think if you skipped a grade, and that's why you're one of the smart kids, but you're hanging out with us.
That's good.
And no, but that actually totally ties in because since he heard of the word scholarship, Robbie has been like, get me the fuck out of here. Yes, you're going to give me money and I don't have to be here anymore. Yes. Yeah. So like he is begrudgingly an excellent student. Like he hates it. He does not want to be doing it. And he's nonetheless like every single A is just like another one in the long line of that I'll be screaming when I get out of here.
Duffy's a little too over cynical on that. Like I think he could get good grades. But he's just so like not checked out, but like he's just completely cut himself off from that. Like just fuck that. And so he doesn't try at anything. except for his friends, because his friends matter to him still.
Can I pitch you one thing? As like a moment between you and I, Duffy?
Go for it.
I think this is just a pitch. I think the first time that you and I ever drank beer together, it was like the four of us. We got a bunch of beer. Like either it was somebody at a party. We got like a lot of beer. We got like more beer than like 13-year-olds should ever have access to. Like 2 cases of beer. Like 24 beers. A lot of beers. Okay. We got access to this, and we all got really drunk on very little beer. We didn't even get through the first case. But in our most drunken moment, that I was like clinking bottles with you, feeling more like a man than I ever had. And I'm like, I'm getting you out of here, dude. We're going. It's going to happen. So we had like that bonding moment.
No, I think Duffy was probably going like, yeah, but you know, he appreciated the emotion in it. He appreciates like, even if he won't admit to it, he appreciates the intent in what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is cool.
One last question, which is not a requirement that you give any specific answer, but I want to throw this out. Who is in love with who?
I think if Duffy ever made a move, Chris would be open to it. She's got her eye on him. She's not sure what she wants, and she's seen too many people in her family, you know, wind up pregnant as teenagers. That she's pretty wary of anything to do with love and relationships. But at the same time, like, she admires all of her friends, but she sees Duffy as somebody who is like, she'd be interested, but she's not going to make the first move.
Yeah, I think Duffy is incredibly clueless. Like, he's so full of his own bullshit.
Yeah.
That he just like, I can't even think if he really has like, you know, like, yeah, he looks at like, you know, hot ladies in movies, but like romance, like relationship, like actual romantic relationships, like, I don't know if he's ever genuinely considered it.
That's interesting.
Wow. Okay.
I have an answer for this, but I want to hear if Mia has one first.
Well, Lisa's got a girlfriend.
Or Lisa, yeah. You do have a girlfriend.
But that's not necessarily disqualifying to the question
True.
I asked.
Oh, yeah, that's
True.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will say that Robbie is intensely emotionally confused. Like, just like in this thing, like, he is he's confused by how much Lisa turns him on. Like, she's just got that whole edgy rocker girl chic, and he's like, oh, what does that mean? Like, he's fine with it. It's like, in the order of the list, it's like fuck, marry, kill. It's like Lisa, he would fuck Lisa, he would marry Crystal, and he'd probably fuck Duffy. He's not sure, but he would just skip kill.
Yeah.
You could have a go.
He's just in that kind of like, he just feels feelings towards people, and you have to understand, he's a person who's been totally isolated, and he has no siblings, so all of the feelings of intimacy are like all wrapped up together. They're very like, he feels them all very deeply.
So here's a question that I wish I'd asked before the stream even started, but I'll ask it now for Mia.
Your PIN number.
Yeah, you have listed Tracy as your secret girlfriend. When I read that, I assumed it meant secret from your mom. But do your friends know about her? Do your friends know that you're gay?
I think they would know. Because Tracy would be around, you know, when we're like band practicing and, you know, maybe clinking drinks and hanging out in the moonlights at times.
Does Tracy get to hang out with us? Is she kind of like part of the group? Does she, like, where does she live?
Yeah, what's her deal?
I guess what I'm really asking is how come you have not been caught before, or have you been caught?
I would say that she's kind of like on the fringe of the popular kids, and we're more secret to them for her than the other way around. So, I'm
curious for Duffy. like, how openly affectionate are you around us?
We might hold hands,
if you're not really, really, really like making out obvious, I don't think Duffy is noticed.
Yeah,
I don't think
nothing
Robbie's
obvious in public. Yeah, the
I feel like
PDAs
Chris
are
has
very minimal.
figured it out.
Like holding hands,
Oh no, like
that
I
kind
can
of
tell. Like
thing.
I think Crystal probably figured it out. I think Robbie might have figured it out, but Duffy
Definitely
is
have not.
just like.
I think it's you and me, dude. I think you and me do not realize that this is happening.
Friends. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
You
so
don't
what
know
I'm
what it's
hearing
like
is
between-
it's
What does a
roommates.
girl friendship look like anyway?
Yeah,
Like,
that might actually be what it is, Chris. Chris, that might be what it is that you're like, look, I'm a girl. That is not what girl friendships are like.
so what I'm hearing is it's not a secret from your friends, but there also hasn't been any sort of like official coming out conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
All right.
Well, it is the 80s.
Yeah. Oh God. God, it's 88. Yeah. Oh my God. This is a whole.
Okay. So, here's where I'd like to start. We're gonna do a little home life scene for each of you first, and then we'll pick up with the next day. So actually, I am gonna start with Lisa. We are opening our scene in Boulder City, Nevada, at your home. It is tomorrow. It's an evening right now. Tomorrow is the last day of school before Christmas break. You are, as I said, at home, which I would like to ask you to describe what kind of home it is.
Relatively calm. My mother and father get along, but they do keep their distance from each other. There's something going on there that I don't know about. I don't want to admit that they may have problems.
Okay.
My mom tends to be a little bit paranoid. She's got her office, which she keeps locked with like a numeric keypad.
Home office?
Yeah, like a home office.
Okay.
And then, but for the most part, I've got like a little brother, maybe like 5 or 6 years younger than me.
Cool.
But my mom and dad don't necessarily approve of my choice of wanting to be a metal rock star. They would rather that I buckle down academically and follow in their path into the world of science and technology.
All right. Well, for Christmas, your grandparents are flying into town. Your mother and father, as we meet you, are having a discussion about which of them is going to the airport to pick up your mom's parents. Your mom is insisting that he go because she doesn't feel comfortable driving on the highways for that long. She is used to staying at home or around town close by, and you know, Lisa, and you know that your dad also knows that what she's not saying is she doesn't want to be alone out on the highway because she thinks someone's after her.
Mom, I don't understand why you won't go pick your own parents up. I know you're concerned that you're paranoid and someone might be following, but I think you're just imagining things.
Lisa, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Look, why don't you two go to pick them up, and I'll just stay here and work in my office. I'm just not comfortable with the highways. I don't drive as much as your father does, and I think it'll just be easier for him.
Okay. I understand. I get it, but I don't know if I can go. I mean, I'm supposed to meet my friends that night.
You can't go tonight to meet your friends. Your grandparents are coming to town. You have to be here for your. Even if you don't go with your father to pick them up, you still have to be here when they get here.
Okay, fine.
And don't wear that jacket in front of your grandmother. She will have a fit.
Surely Grammy will appreciate the artistic endeavor here. The handmade chainmail. I mean, come on, Mom. I put hours of work into this.
I'm sure you did, but your grandmother will pass out from terror if she sees you dressed like that.
Do you need me to take down my Dungeons and Dragons posters and my
Your
Judas
what?
Priest and Metallica posters in my bedroom?
Lisa?
As if you didn't know they were in there. What, you never pay attention to me, Mom?
I respect your privacy. Keep your door locked and it won't be a problem. We'll have to have that conversation later, I guess.
Fine.
Are you going
Dad,
with your
I'll be
father?
in the car. Yes, I'll go. As much as I don't want to.
Lisa, when you go outside, you find that your father has already left without you.
Oh, sweet. So I'm going to sneak away.
Perfect.
Where are you going to sneak?
Look both directions. Yeah, I look both directions. Look back, make sure Mom's not looking out the window, and I dart down the street towards somebody's house.
Duffy, you had something to interject?
Yeah. We have a hideout.
Yeah, that's right.
yes.
I forgot. You guys
And
tell
what
me
is
where
the
your hideaway is.
What should our hideout be?
That should be where Lisa's heading, probably.
I'm assuming that's where Lisa's heading, but
Maybe we found it.
I mean, I was thinking maybe it's like an abandoned but somehow still powered warehouse space where
That's
the
a
band
good-ass
like the
hideout.
band rehearses.
I have a suggestion. My Chris works at the drugstore. I was going to say maybe there's an abandoned storefront in the same mini mall that we have.
That's exactly what I was
I've
going to say.
discovered that my key will actually get us into.
Okay, so this is like the back hallway of the mall where only employees can go, and because you have a key back there, you can get into the back of the abandoned store. So from the front, the storefront is fully locked down and no one's been through there in months, but you guys can go in through the back.
Can I
was
pitch something?
thinking of a mini mall, not like a full
it's like a strip
fancy
mall,
80s
right?
style mall. Like I don't work in the fancy mall.
Well,
I work in
you
the
can go out in the alley. You can go out in the alley.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get
Yeah.
It's like the back alley.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the back alley with all the dumpsters and
Yeah. It's like where
What-
Strong Out used to fucking practice.
smells like
but
pee all the time.
no.
What if it's an abandoned? It's clearly an abandoned business. Like there used to be something there, but it's not anymore.
Mhm.
What if it was that you found it and that somebody had left the door open because, like, I don't know, they were showing it, they were trying, they keep showing, it, but nobody's gonna get this place. It's such a terrible space. Eventually, like we started hanging out there a lot. They locked the doors, and eventually we made a key because between your tinker and mine, like.
Yeah.
We cast a key to go in that lock, and we're like, no, now we live here. This is our spot for sure.
4 keys.
4 keys,
Four
yeah.
keys. Yeah.
5. Did Tracy get a key?
I would say Tracy does not get a key, but not because we don't like Tracy. We just don't realize how close Tracy is to Lisa.
Copy that.
Like if Lisa made a key and gave it to her, I don't think any of us would be pissed. But
Yeah. I feel
Okay.
the same way. Like we're leaving it up to Lisa.
yeah. Like it wouldn't even occur to me that. Yeah, I guess maybe you would be like, is she going to give Tracy a key? Let's find out. But I don't know.
I wouldn't give her a key. That I can control that part of her. That's,
Yeah. She's a little bit of a risk. She's a little bit of a risk there.
yeah.
Okay, so Lisa runs off towards the hideout and leaves her mother alone at home, possibly being pursued by who knows who. Duffy, we're going to meet you at your home as well. what type of a home is it? Do you think it's a house? Is it a trailer?
It is a house.
Okay.
We are pretty solidly middle class. Mom teaches at the high school. Dad works in the loop, but not like, oh, he works in the loop. No, he's like fucking like
Maintenance.
mailroom, or he's like a security guard there, and it pays decent money, but it's not like, oh, he's got the deep insight. No. He's surface level, just surface level.
Okay. I'll say he's literally surface level. The loop is underground, and he goes around maintaining the vents and the other parts that have to come up on the surface.
What day is this?
Day of the year. What day was Christmas in 1988?
What day of the week is it?
Yeah, that's what I meant. What day was
I
Christmas
assume it's
in
Thursday night if it's the last day before.
Oh, that's a
winter
good
break.
point.
Okay.
Smart.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. Thursday night it is.
Then it's probably just like we're trying to have a normal family dinner, in our, normal nuclear household. It's not Shabbos, so we're not lighting candles or nothing right now. That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
That's why I asked.
Oh yeah, when was Hanukkah in 1988?
Okay, well, you can climb up here. Come on.
I'm actually gonna find out that.
But yeah, no, we're probably just having a normal fucking dinner. Duffy is trying to keep his yap shut, because he doesn't want to engage with his parents about anything. He's just hoping to get through dinner quick and easy, and then cut out the back door or the front door, whichever door seems easiest to get out of.
By the way, Hanukkah would be on Sunday because this would be the 18th of December.
There you go.
Oh, looking at the
18th of
actual
December.
1988 calendar.
I just was like, when was Hanukkah in 1988? It started Sunday, December 18th. So if this is Thursday, like I'm assuming they wouldn't end the very week of Christmas. You get the week before Christmas is where school would end. So
what do you think? Does your family do Hanukkah in a big way, Duffy, or do you think it's?
You know what? I think my family is, we're practicing, but I think we do Hanukkah in like a very, honey, yeah, can you calm down?
Hi, Strelix.
Oh yeah, he's climbing up the back of back of my chair from the inside.
Edward, do you have a cat?
No, I was actually thinking about getting one though.
They're
you
the
need
best.
to if you're going to keep being on the stream, because everyone has to yell at their cat at least once.
Oh shit!
Oh. Well, no, Mia's cats are always really well behaved.
Yeah, except for once per stream.
Mia's cats are always really well behaved. I don't know why I decided to do that. I just decided to play as though Mia's cats are always so well behaved that I've come to resent them. I don't know why. I just really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Edward, why can't you be well behaved like me? And
Yeah, why can't you be like Mia's cats?
But I think Duffy's parents,
yes.
I think they do a very showy Hanukkah.
Searchlights.
Actually, you know what? No, fuck it. They do a very showy Hanukkah, because that's what Hanukkah is all about, is putting that menorah in the window and saying, yeah, I'm a Jew. Look at me.
Okay, well, while you are having dinner tonight,
Jason. I want you to go through and explain all the Jewish holidays to me. Starting with
Really terrible.
Hanukkah is, I'm a Jew. Look at me.
Well, no, it was about like during, like, I want to say like
No, I'm just being silly. I'm totally being silly, of
World War
course.
II. It was about like a show of, I'm not hiding who I am because.
Yeah, of course.
yeah. So while you're having dinner, there is a knock on the door, and then also the doorbell rings, and then a knock again and more ringing, like in a manner that is like whoever's out there doesn't care that no one's even had time to stand up yet.
Yeah, I think Duffy's gonna be the one to stand up and go answer it. Like his parents are looking a little aghast, like someone's fucking knocking and ringing at our door at this hour.
Oh
Like,
no,
it's
your
dinner
parents.
time.
Your parents look exasperated and resigned.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And you're pretty
no.
sure you know who's going to be there as well, because when you open the front door, it's your Uncle Jerry. And he's standing there with a bottle of cheap tequila in his hand.
Oh no.
Leaning heavily on the door frame.
Hey, Uncle Jer, what's up?
Why wasn't I invited
To what?
to Hanukkah?
Yeah, Jer, that's like days off.
Why don't you call me Uncle Jerry?
Because I don't want to.
Listen, respect your elders, Duff. At this point, your dad has stood up and says, Jerry, don't tell my kid what to do. And then Jerry and your dad just start picking at each other, which eventually turns into yelling at each other. Uncle Jerry is saying some random bullshit about your dad having stolen his menorah and he wants it back, and they go through this every year. And clearly Jerry just has nowhere else to be, and so thought he'd get drunk and come pick a fight with his brother. What is Duffy's reaction to this scene?
I don't want to be here. He looks like he glances back at his dinner plate, trying to figure out if he has eaten enough of his food that, you know, maybe I can just cut out entirely. You know, I've eaten enough. Like he looks back at his plate and says, "Mom, you know, I think I'm full and I'm gonna go."
Your mother looks at you for a long time and then just sighs and puts her face in her hand.
Yeah. Good luck, Dad. And yeah, I'm out the door.
Your dad doesn't even hear you.
Yeah. No, I figured.
But as you go out, as you go down the driveway, you do hear him yelling, "Look at that! You come over here, you scare my kid out of his own fucking house!" And they just keep yelling at each other.
Oh.
Oy,
I've
babe.
been in that house before. That's not a fun house to be. Ooh. I felt dirty. We're having a lot of really, I don't know if it's because it's set in the 80s or what, but we're having a lot of, oh, damn, I've been in that house moments.
I've been in that house as well. I did not live in that house, but I've been in that
No.
Yeah. Chris, you are with your Aunt Janice.
I was going to say, I don't want to throw a wrench into it, but just to throw this out here, if it's Thursday night, it's 7 o'clock, there's a 50-50 chance that I'm working. So I can be at home I can be at Aunt Janice's apartment, or I can be working. Whichever one works for you. I'm about to get off shift.
Where are you working at?
I am working at the off-brand drugstore. We sell off-brand drugs, and we are an off-brand, brand. I show up on time, sober, and I haven't tried to steal anything yet, which makes me one of the better employees. Nobody's noticed yet that I've lied about my age to get more hours. But yeah, I'm a key holder, and
we're painting a picture of Boulder City as a very scummy town, and I do want to make clear, regardless of your individual experiences, it's a pretty normal town.
It is. It's a normal town.
It's just that there are scummy elements in a normal town.
Yeah, it's not like scummy.
And they do tend to clump.
It's more like this is like the old mom and pop shop that's going out of business because like the shiny new mall went up. To make a Stranger Things reference. But yeah, so there's not a lot of business. They're just keeping it open until it dies a sad and slow death.
Wow. All right. Well, you are at work,
Okay.
and so that means you are not with your Aunt Janice.
No,
Nor are
but
you with your parents. However,
I was gonna say I might be on the phone to my mom.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not.
Because right now,
Mhm.
your stepdad enters the shop.
Ooh.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. Hi. I'm working. I'm not getting off for like another half hour right now.
Yeah, I know that. I just wanted to come by while I was in the area. I'm gonna say his name is Mitch. All stepdads are named Mitch, right?
That is funny. I was gonna say his name is Mike, so that's we can do Mitch. Yeah,
Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah. So he.
What's up, Mitch?
Oh, your mom and I were talking. Are you still in school? When does school get out?
Oh yeah, I was sorry, I was meaning to call her, but Janice is working nights, and so I try to, not make too much noise. But yeah, I was actually thinking maybe I would stay for a few more days in town here, and like maybe head over to you guys on Christmas Eve, just because I can pick up some more shifts while I'm off, off from school.
Oh,
And
he kind of cringes when you say Christmas Eve. He's like, yeah, your mom and I, we wanted to let you know that we would love to have you back at the trailer,
yeah.
for Christmas, like Christmas dinner. That I know you like staying with your Aunt Janice, but we'd just like everyone together, for Christmas. For Christmas Eve, we're gonna be. Me and your mom are gonna be out of town.
Where are the kids gonna be? What are you doing with the Munchkins?
They're with us. They'll be with us.
Where are you going?
We're actually going up to visit my parents.
Oh,
Let the Munchkins see their grandparents.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why
Yeah,
we
no.
won't be in town Christmas Eve, but we'll be
Yeah,
back.
no, that makes sense.
We'll be back Christmas Day. What's Janice doing for Christmas?
Well, actually, we were gonna go see we were gonna go see Meemaw on the day before Christmas Eve, but we can do that works out great. We'll do Christmas Eve dinner. It'll be me, Janice, and Meemaw, and yeah, and then I'll see you guys the next day. That's yeah, that sounds good. We'll be at we're gonna get check Mima out of the old jail there, the assisted living facility.
Oh.
It's not a jail, Mitch. I can see your face. She's in assisted living. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I know that. I know that, Chris.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, but listen, Merry Christmas, okay?
Yeah, Mitch.
You know we love you, right, kiddo?
I know. I know exactly how you feel. I got it. Listen, I gotta do inventory.
Okay.
Y'all take care.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Chris.
Same. Bring the kids by next time. Give them lots of candy.
He stops and looks at the rack of condoms and says, maybe not.
Cringe.
And then leaves.
Did anybody get the impression that Mitch was trying to say to Chris that, like, we want to have you over for Christmas dinner, but then we want you to go back?
Yeah.
Did that come through for everybody else? Was that because it did not sound like he was giving her a deadline, like, hey, you need to be back because we want to have Christmas dinner with you. It was more like, oh no, we'd love to have you for dinner, and then don't go back.
Definitely
Yeah,
Mitch showing up instead of mom and presenting it as an invitation rather than a
come on back home.
curfew.
Yeah.
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 Was intentional.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
kind
Mitch
of
won
surprised
that
that
round.
Mitch didn't ask if he could get like, a family discount on those condoms.
That's right. It's too late for
Chris
Mitch.
Chris thinks about her number of siblings and is like, you know what I'm getting in his stocking.
That's
So
right.
here's the thing.
A vasectomy.
All of the Munchkins are
Yeah.
his kids.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
And
3.
Mitch,
It's not actually that many.
Mitch sees your mom as a chance to replace their mother, and you don't fit into his picture of how it should be.
Oh, okay, sure, we can do it that way.
That's what Mitch is coming
Jesus,
from.
Mitch.
Yeah.
And
I was
I
actually
think maybe
thinking
you
that-
didn't even fully grasp that until this conversation.
No, I think I grasped that.
Okay.
That's why I'm living with Aunt Janice.
Yeah.
To me, what I assumed is that we'd been like, I moved out because Mitch and I were getting into fights, and not physical fights. It never rose to that level, but just everything was my fault. Everything, like the chickens get out, it's my fault. The toddler's color on the wall, it's my fault.
Yeah, you are Harry Potter, and his 3 kids are all Dudley.
I don't know. It's not that bad. It's just.
But that's how it is to you.
Yeah. No, Chris thinks she was like living this Cinderella life where like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Yes.
On this fine Thursday night,
mm-hmm.
you are sitting in the living room
mm-hmm.
with your dad,
mm-hmm.
watching TV. Do you think your mom is home right now?
What time of day is it? What time is it?
We'll call it 7 to 8 o'clock.
On a Thursday, maybe. Like if it is, she's probably she might have. She's either at work or she got home, or she'll be getting home, and then work is going to call her, and she's going to be like in the office for another 2 hours. Like I never see her.
Okay, so you guys are watching TV. Star Wars, unfortunately, is not currently on TV.
No. But we are talking about it, and I'm trying to get across to my dad that like the Ewoks are legitimately a decent alien race, and like there's lots of examples in history of indigenous tribes like actually being able to mount a stalwart defense against a quote unquote more powerful foe. Like I'm giving him all this stuff.
Do you know what
are you
are
watching
on
Return of the Jedi or Caravan of Courage?
No.
I think we're watching. No, I know what you're going to say.
I know what you're going to say. In December of 1988 is season 2, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and while that is on your TV, you are arguing about Star Wars.
Yes, no, that makes total sense. Yeah, I'm there. I'm totally there. Yeah. So
this is a conversation you and your dad have had.
Let's say my mom is there though, but she's like in the office.
Actually, I'm going to say your mom is walking in the door right now.
Oh, okay.
And she's got bags.
Okay.
She's like, guys, I got the Colonel. And she comes over and puts down big buckets of KFC all over the kitchen.
Nice.
And you
is she like going immediately to the? Is she going immediately to the office, or is she going to sit down with us?
She's going to sit down with you.
Okay, so then
not at like the dinner table. She's coming over to the coffee table in front of the TV, and you guys are just going to sit there and eat and watch Star Trek and argue. Okay,
so I want to throw in a detail to this, which is that my dad and I have half-finished plates of something already.
Okay, yeah. Your dad actually takes the plates and hides them behind.
Yes, and as do I. No, that's exactly. I did say like, oh my god, she's sitting with us. This is crazy. What the hell's okay? Yeah, like this feels very weird and eerie, honestly, right now. This feels the strangest of everything happening in this town. Is my mom wants to sit and have dinner with us. What's going on?
Guys, it's just nothing's going on. Things are calming down at the office right now because it's getting close to Christmas. Nobody's starting any new projects until January. Everything's kind of into the year-ish, you know. So I had a little extra time.
I have like a lump in my throat, and I'm like, "Did you get fired?"
Honey, no, I didn't get fired. Actually,
this will be the first Christmas you have not worked. What are you talking about?
Well, I I am going to have to work Christmas Eve.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm not.
all right.
I just thought one night I could come have dinner with my boys since nobody's doing anything right now.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
How was school?
It-
And this is
over.
annoying. I think this is maybe not annoying. You tell me how you feel about it. But your dad already did the full "How was your day?" conversation.
No.
with you.
I'm like, no. I get what you mean, but no. I'm the headspace I'm in right now is like, what the fuck is small talk Sally coming from? Like, where? What? Like, I'm back. Like, she's not fired. Okay, that's good. But what's going on? So no, I'm like, school's like over. Like, it's over. It's gonna be over tomorrow
Oh,
for the
I
holiday.
just meant today. Like,
Oh, I mean, it's good. It was fast.
you know what? I'm not sure we discussed. What does your dad do for a living?
My dad, I just imagined him as kind of a blue collar dude. So he probably probably he knows Chris's family or social circle, and he's in that kind of like doing odd jobs thing. Like, because my mom makes like so much money. They have one kid, and she's like upper echelon of the Loop research team or whatever. Money is not a problem, so he does it mostly to just be like a good dude and have something to do. Like, he's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So she's asking you about your day. She's not totally processing the answer. She's just kind of enjoying being with the family, you know, in whatever.
What made you think of the Colonel?
Well, it's late. I didn't want to cook.
Yeah, no, of course. You don't. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Is everything good at work?
Yeah, you've asked me that already. Yeah, everything's good. It's just, you know, that things slow down in December. Budgets
sure.
get approved January. Projects start
Yeah,
January.
sure. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's great. It's great. I'm really glad that you get to. What do you think of the Ewoks?
The what? Is that what this show is?
No. No.
What is on the TV?
It's Star Trek Next Generation.
Season 2.
Season 2 is what I've been told, and I believe
Yes.
it. No. And I just like my hopes get up for a second, and then I just give up, and I like grab the plates, and I like the other plates, the food that my dad and I had been eating, and I just take to the kitchen and start scraping into the trash.
Your mom is like partway through like a piece of chicken going to her mouth, and she just watches you.
Hey, so I come back into the thing. Man, I wasn't gonna ask this because it's you know. And he's like having a really hard time getting this out. Could we like do a Christmas party this year?
Well, the office Christmas party's tomorrow, but that's not really for you guys.
Yeah, you're right. That's my fault. You're right.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're totally right. I forgot. Like, I have Duffy's Walkman that I fixed, and I have got to get that to him tonight because apparently he's got to do a thing tonight, and he was like, "If I don't have my Walkman, I'm gonna be really upset." So if it's cool, I just need to roll down to his house to get it. Is that cool? Can I just? I wouldn't be more than a little bit. Is that okay? You guys can just save some chicken for me.
This is gonna be the first roll of the night.
Okay. Great.
I need an empathize roll from you.
Okay, an empathize roll. Okay, so this is so empathize. Mind plus
4 and empathize 1, so roll 5 dice.
Roll 5 dice. Okay, roll 5 dice. So it's
6.
5d6, right?
Yeah, 5d6. If any of them
And
are
how many
6,
do
you
I?
get a success.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
1.
So...
It's very rare.
I got 1 6. I got 1 6.
So what's happened? You realize after you speak that what's happening right now is your mom was lonely at the office, so she came home to be with her family, and now you want to leave.
Yeah. She has diagnosed that situation correctly. Like, I was like, well, I mean, but I did try to reach out. Like, I asked her about the Christmas party. I asked her about the Ewoks, and she's just like, not. I just realizing like I'm feeling like an idiot for doing this.
Yeah, but she's like she also tried to reach out, but she legitimately doesn't know what an Ewok is.
Right.
And
No,
the
but the
Christmas
difference is
party
I'm
thing caught her
14.
so off guard. Yeah, exactly. But now that you've said it and rolled that on the empathize check, now you get what happened.
Oh yeah. Okay, no. Okay, so I want to add to that, which is to say that like yes, when that happens, I like it was a suspicion that I had, and that was like I didn't want to admit that because I want to believe that my mom just loves to work and she doesn't realize that she's hurting any of us. And now it's like, oh, she feels lonely and she needs us.
Yeah.
Then she'll come home.
Yeah.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
And so, and then after that, like after when I realized that, I don't even wait for her to say it's cool. I just grab the Walkman and I leave.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, you're out the door. So.
Did I just fuck your story a little bit? I'm sorry if I did.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Completely.
No, but I'll tell you what I was trying to do.
Okay.
And it kind of worked.
Okay.
These three all had these horrible home situations play out. And Robbie actually had a good one. Like, his dad's there for him all the time, and his mom showed up to be there for him tonight, but Robbie can't handle it. So yeah, that's Robbie for you.
Yeah.
So, three.
Well, I also I will say for him, just in his defense, Mom's showing up in the middle of nowhere, and we're literally like putting our dinner plates away to make room for the dinner she's decided we should have. Is like he's already going above and beyond what a 14-year-old is emotionally capable of doing. Like
exactly right.
He did his best.
You did.
But yeah, keep going.
No hate. But this is like, from your mom's point of view, she is so used to everyone doing everything for themselves. It doesn't occur to her that she wouldn't have to get dinner for the family if she wants to have family time. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, totally. No, it's reasonable.
Yeah. Anyway, so 3 of you have left home in your opening scenes. Can we assume that all of you went to the hideaway?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where that's where Duffy's heading.
All right, and we already established Lisa is heading there. Chris?
Can I have taken some chicken with me?
Kind of there.
Absolutely. Take just the skin if you want.
No, I mean, I'm taking like one of the buckets.
Oh, God. Yeah, go for it.
Like tucked it under your arm on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Layers.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I like my throat. I've got like a lump in my throat, but I'm like trying to up pitch it. So I'm like, thanks for the chicken, Mom. It's really great. Gone.
And Chris, I'm gonna say that you probably head to the hideout as well when you're off shift.
Yeah.
Well,
Get off shift at 8.
The hideout is like a couple doors down from
Yeah, it's
her
like
shift.
right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we probably Duffy probably stopped into the.
I was gonna say I did the same because I was gonna bring Chris chicken.
Grab a pop or something, say hi, and be like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hanging out.
Yeah, I know. 8 o'clock. I'm off at 8.
Okay. Cool.
See you guys then.
See you at 8.
Cool. I bring you a bit of chicken, and then I stop at the condoms rack, and I'm like, have you ever opened one of these?
No.
Okay, I was just curious. Just like, what is it?
I don't want to know. Wait till I'm off shift,
Alright,
for God's
fine.
sake. No.
Does Robbie legitimately not
Thank you for the
even know
chicken.
what's in the
Out.
package?
It is 1988, my friend. I dare you to find a sex ed class.
I can attest to those. We had them in elementary school. Yeah.
Yeah, I.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
some of us were precocious.
My sex ed classes began in very minimally in 4th grade and went every year for the rest of my school experience. Yeah.
Well,
oh wow,
yeah.
that is not the
mine
case.
did, but that's because my mom taught junior high health.
Oh, you got them at home.
Got all the videos and shit at home when she was basically just like screening them.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, no, whatever.
All right. So I'm going to distribute some information to you guys, some clues that I'm going to say, first of all, Robbie, you learned this on the way to the hideout.
Mm-hmm.
You have a neighbor named Marge Nelson, and she has a chicken coop. As you pass by her place, you find that the chicken coop has been attacked by coyotes.
Okay, wait. So I'm walking past the chicken coop, and it's like all blood and feathers and all kinds of stuff like that. And then I'm just like looking down at the bucket of chicken.
Yeah, except it's not blood and feathers. You
Okay.
learn that it was attacked by coyotes because of Marge talking to her husband about it. She is explaining that there's only one rooster left in the coop, and one of the farm cats, Zorro, is missing. So that's something you experience on the way there. That
Okay.
some animals have gone missing from.
Is
the
it
Nelson
normal
family.
for coyotes to be attacked?
Not really.
Note this or
Yeah,
okay.
this. I mean,
That's what I
yeah,
wonder.
this isn't really a common thing in this area. It's not unheard of, but
weird. Still
what
notable.
is weird is that it feels like, based on what you hear, it sounds like they're blaming coyotes because it's the most reasonable explanation, but there actually isn't any blood or feathers around the coop. So that's weird.
That is weird.
They're-
Okay.
What's up, Duff? Okay. Duffy,
Yeah.
this is something that you have known, you've been hearing about for a few weeks. That several of your neighbors have had dogs go missing.
You know what? Let's make this a little personal. Specifically, my rabbi, Dana Rutterberg, she lives down the street from us,
Okay.
and her dog went missing.
Yeah. Rabbi Dana's dog is missing. In fact, I will ask the group, do any of you have pets?
Chris had our house is not really like a trailer. It's like a manufactured house on a like 1.75 acres. We had chickens, we have goats.
Okay.
And
when
probably
you say
like
we,
a
you're
dog.
talking about mom and stepdad's house. Now.
Yeah. I didn't bring any of the animals with me, but I was probably like I was friendly with the dog. There might have been a couple stray cats that we fed.
Okay. Then in that case, I will just retcon one little thing into the scene with Mitch. He tells you, who do you think was your favorite goat? Like, what was the favorite goat's name?
Black Phillip.
Black Phillip. Well,
The night
In a weird coincidence.
he tells you
in 30 years she's gonna see that movie and be like, huh. But
he tells you that one of your brothers must have left the gate open because Black Phillip is missing.
oh, was it one of my brothers that left the gate open? Not me. That's shocking.
Well, you haven't been around.
Yeah.
Leave the gate open.
Yeah, funny how shit keeps happening when I'm not around and it's not,
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's just letting you know that Black Phillip is missing and they're not sure if they can find him.
I like Chris more and more. any 15-year-old that can look at their stepdad and go, "It's funny how shit keeps happening even when I'm not there." That's a solid line.
That's what she said in her head after Mitch left. And she's like reliving that conversation.
Oh, fair enough.
She probably just gives him like a knowing look.
Okay. So, Lisa, some of the kids that you hang out with, other than these three, kids that are just sort of around at school. Actually, this happened during a math class. You heard that there's someone who's been capturing animals and performing occult rituals out in the forest to conjure evil demons. This is the rumor in math class. And there's a hunting lodge that has been specified in the rumor. So the four of you have the nights that you have had, and you all meet up armed with this information about increasing numbers of missing animals.
What do you think they're doing to them? Like a hunting lodge? Like are they like hunting them?
Yeah, man, they're hunting domestic animals. They're hunting people's pets.
But I don't understand what you would need to hunt a dog and a chicken for. Like, what would that even?
Yeah,
It's
I
probably
don't think the
just,
rumors are true. I'm sorry,
probably
Chris.
just coyotes. No, it's fine. Sorry, didn't mean to. Yeah, I'm sure it's just like some coyotes. It'll blow over. Some hunter will kill it, or it'll get hit by a car, and everything will be back to normal.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been a lot of animals. Like, I mean, and it's just all over. Like my rabbi's dog is missing, and I think like more people on my block have lost animals. I mean, as much as I would like a pet, I'm really glad I don't have one right now, because that would be kind of devastating.
I'm gonna Robbie, can we assume that you shared what you heard about the chickens on the way here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna ask Crystal and Lisa to please roll investigate.
I'm so sorry. Remind me what dice I roll.
You roll d6. You need to roll.
Okay.
You have 4 mind and 1 in investigate, so roll 5 dice.
I have my stats. I just couldn't remember what the
no
the
sixes
dice
on that.
Okay.
Oh,
I do have a hamster named Special Patrol Unit that I named after the young one's Vivian's.
Nice.
You know what?
I'm sorry. You said the mechanic is I roll the dice and add my bonuses, or I roll the dice and
you roll 5d6. You have a mind score and an investigate skill. So your mind score is 4. Your investigate is 1. That's how many dice you roll.
Got it.
It's a dice.
So it's just a plain naked roll. Yeah, like you just whatever you get is what you get.
Gotcha.
So if you get any
6,
I got 1 6.
Okay. So with Robbie talking about the Nelson farm and the chickens and the cat going missing, it rings a bell in your head that this is not the first thing that's gone missing from the Nelson farm. You've actually been hearing people talk about it in the store. They've been hit really hard. They've also lost a horse recently.
That's right.
So where you passed by, Robbie, was kind of their house, but the actual it's kind of their front house that's like on the street, but their actual like farm property stretches out behind the house like a whole lot. So it is possible, basically at this point, for you guys to go investigate a couple of different places. The farmhouse or the hunting lodge, or perhaps a third place that you would think of.
I want to investigate the hunting lodge, and I pull out my big bulky VHS camcorder. Like, plus, worst comes to worst, we could scout it out. We could maybe make it part of the music video. Like, we're gonna win either way here.
Minor retcon: you do not pull that thing out. It is out.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Literally, I have it in a backpack that basically just holds that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to walk around carrying an enormous electronic device everywhere all the time.
Yeah, it's like the modern equivalent would be walking around with a desktop computer.
It's quite large. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my vote. I think it'd be cool. Plus, like maybe we find out something amazing and then we could record it and maybe get famous and get out of here. Or we could just maybe it'd be a cool spot to shoot, and that would be cool too, right? Well, you got to do great stuff for film. You got to do scary things for great film. Like, film is forever, pain is temporary.
Does this hunting lodge even actually exist?
Anyone want to roll for that?
No. I'm literally Duffy is putting that to the group.
Yeah, and I'm
research brain over
asking
here
for a
is going to
roll.
immediately check the
Or is it just
yellow
some
pages.
bullshit that fucking kids are talking about?
I'm asking for a roll to see if anyone is aware of the existence of that hunting lodge.
I definitely will roll. Is that just a straight mind check?
Yeah, you know what? That's probably the best thing. It's straight mind check from anyone who wants to potentially know about the hunting lodge.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could try.
I have two 5s, but no 6s.
Okay.
I would like to know about the lodge. The rumors are fascinating. I mean, if they're sacrificing animals for a ritual to raise a demon, it sounds like the satanic panic just spreading.
It's 100% what it is. Yeah.
There would at least be like a couple of good shots for my reel. There would have to be something in there that I could put on there. Come on.
Duffy and Lisa, did you roll for the lodge knowledge?
I will.
Just to see if
I got
you
1
know
6. All right.
that there's a lodge there.
I got a 6 and 2 4s.
Okay, great. So Lisa, you're the one who heard this rumor in the first place, and the reason that the rumor is in the shape that it's in is because there is a hunting lodge there, and some kids know that it's there.
Okay.
So yeah.
That place is definitely there. I mean,
yeah, and it's not the first time there's been some crazy haunted hunting lodge rumor either, but now it's about the missing animals.
Okay. Do we know if there's any of the loop like tech out there, like the big Magna? I forget the Magna line. Magnatrine. Is there anything out there? Like, is there anything?
What you know about Boulder City is that there's broken down, abandoned loop tech everywhere.
That's kind of what I mean. Is like, is there something like a recognizable landmark or something like, oh yeah, that's by the such and such, or is it kind of? I guess I'm just interested to know if like, is it noteworthy that there's something there, or is it noteworthy that there's nothing there? Maybe.
It is. There is nothing in particular there that you know of.
Okay.
I got a quick silly question for the group. I know how Chris got here. Oh, you know what? But I'm just going to put it anyway because I don't know how she got to work. How did we all get here?
Bikes. I'm assuming it's the 80s, right?
Bikes were coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume a bike. Yeah.
Okay.
Bikes less common these days, by the way. Dad frustration. Yeah. My kids won't ride bikes. My friends' kids won't ride bikes. They don't care about bikes.
That was a all-day pastime when I was in grade school and junior high.
And then we got iPads.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Just because we're on a schedule here, gonna hit fast forward on the conversation that you would undoubtedly have at this point, which is it's nighttime. The hunting lodge is way off in the wilderness. VHS cameras from the 80s don't work in the dark, and there's school tomorrow.
That's true.
So you guys, I assume all agree to go check the hunting lodge, but not tonight.
Let's check it out over the weekend, guys.
Over the weekend.
Isn't it Hanukkah this weekend? Wait, no, I thought you couldn't. Oh, okay. All right, cool.
And I can be a bad Jew.
Hey, I mean, dude, you could be the worst Jew. I'm totally cool with that. I was just trying to be
supportive.
Yeah.
So you guys, well, I guess Duffy, you can tell me whether you go to school tomorrow. I assume the rest of you all do.
Yeah, I think I'll go. I don't got anything else. What am I gonna do? Ride out to the fucking hunting lodge myself?
Yeah.
Get in some trouble with no one else there?
Fair.
I should probably be home when my dad shows up, or at least nearby, so I can act as if I went to the airport with him.
Yeah. My
mom's
actually,
gonna
Lisa,
be
when
pissed.
you get home, your mom has already greeted your grandparents and gone back in her office. Any chance you might have had to make it seem like you went with your dad, you already missed, but there are zero repercussions because your mom does not come back out of the office. Your grandparents say hi to you, and then nighttime happens.
Hey, Grampy. Hey, Grammy.
Hey, what are you wearing, and so forth. In my day, kids, whatever.
Yeah, I suspect you had a good flight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so skip ahead.
Yeah. that's where we're going to pause for our break, and we will come back
Okay.
in 10 minutes to figure out
Cool.
what happens at the old hunting lodge.
Killer.
I don't see anyone in the chat, so I have no idea if anyone's
Hopefully
watching,
not.
but thank you if you are. And we'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so we've had a productive evening of avoiding talking about our families by investigating missing animals from the safety of our hideout in the mall. Strip mall.
Strip mall.
Strip mall.
Crystal, you said you got off work at about 8, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you guys hang out for a couple hours. It's maybe 10 o'clock when you leave. You all realize you got to go home sometime. So you leave together. You lock up the door. You're walking generally the same direction.
Yeah.
For a while anyway. You're going to have to split up soon, but the thing about your pharmacy, Chris, is that it's not actually in Boulder City, like in the heart of town. Let me bring up where it is. You're actually sort of outside of town, out in this like Lake Mead area, near-ish to the shore, because that's kind of where Aunt Janice's trailer park is at. Or that's kind of where your parents' trailer park is at. So you got the job before you moved in with Aunt Janice.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are, if it were daytime, you would be in sight of the lake. And as you leave your strip mall hideaway, you discover that it has been raining while you've been in there. It's like a constant drizzle. There's no wind or anything. Your clothes are gradually getting soaked as you walk along. And
We're
then
pushing our bikes.
Yeah.
Suddenly, those of you with bikes are walking them for the sake of Chris.
Oh, I absolutely have a bike.
Oh,
To
well,
get around. Yeah.
who doesn't have a bike?
It's
I got the
80s,
impression.
man.
Okay,
Yeah, I
everyone's
think
got
we
a
all
bike.
have.
I
You
got
got
ride
the
them in the
impression
rain.
but
They
it's
leave
a
they
bike.
said didn't have a bike, but okay, you can be riding your bikes. That's actually fine.
All right.
Well, I mean, if we're
Without
riding our
fenders,
bikes, we're
at
going to get a
least.
little wetter. But
Yeah.
Well, that is how science works.
Yes.
But suddenly, all of a sudden, the rain just ceases, like hard cut for a moment. You feel this weird experience, like the whole world is taking a breath and everything is quiet. And then out of nowhere, the sky fills with thick snowflakes and lashing wind and sand. You get sand and snow in your mouths, and your cheeks are thrashed by the winds until they're raw. There's a sharp lightning flash that lights up the sky, and then everything's dark.
Is it a tornado?
What the hell
Out
was
on the
that?
horizon, the light on the horizon and from the cabins that are off in the distance becomes blurred. And then you see an enormous ship appear in, oh my god, we have that cup. Sorry. An enormous ship appear in a haze of electrical discharges. It's out over the lake. It's several hundred meters long. There's the sound of like bending metal. You see parts come loose from this ship and fall down into the boiling water. It's one of these hovering skyships that we have. But yeah, like something's wrong with it. It looks like it's crashing. It's so loud and your ears are aching. Your nostrils are filled with ozone. The machine is like...
I crack open my camera.
It's falling with this metallic noise, and before you can get your camera open, the whole scene is gone. And it does occur to you, that's lucky because your camera would get wet if you took it out. But the wind is still there. The wind still stills, and then the only thing that remains are a few snowflakes that quickly melt away in the rain.
When you say the scene is gone, do you mean it disappeared behind a hill or it just disappeared?
It just disappeared. You were looking from where you're standing. The only reason you can't see the lake is the darkness. So in that storm of lightning and chaos and a crashing ship, you were able to see out over the lake, and there was this crashing ship, and then it vanished. The whole scene just turned off.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I saw something.
You not only saw it, you were all deafened by it. It was so loud.
I'm sorry. I'll do that again. Did you guys see that?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
What the hell was that?
Where'd it come from?
And where'd it go? It just vanished.
You guys do not find the answer to this question tonight.
Is it raining
roll?
again? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You may roll. What did you want to roll?
I wanted to try and roll a comprehend.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I can truly understand this, but like that I can maybe piece together something like, was that an illusion? Was that a cloaking device? Like that kind of
I'm gonna say, let me see if I can. I'm gonna look at your stats and see if there's something maybe.
I would be rolling 7 die.
Could we drop a dime in a payphone and call the cops and say, what the heck?
I'm gonna say, yeah, comprehend is appropriate, but you are gonna. You're actually gonna need 3 successes to get anything on this, because this is so bizarre.
Okay. Let's. I mean,
That's virtually.
I don't pay any penalty for trying, right?
No.
That's
Okay.
a comprehend
All right,
roll, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
And
do we
I
get?
would
Nope,
allow.
I got 1 success.
Okay, I would allow Chris to make this roll as well, because of
One,
the
2,
two of
3,
you are the
4,
tech
5.
experts.
I did get all the numbers though.
Really, you got 1 through 6?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a second 3. Yeah, which if you're rolling 7 die, the odds do play out that would work.
Chris, did you want to roll for that?
What am I rolling? Sorry.
I
For
said
investigate or for comprehend?
he rolled comprehend to see if he had any clue what that could be. I said you can roll it too, since you are the other tech person.
I don't actually have comprehend. I have investigate,
Okay.
and I have tinker. I assume I can't use tinker.
I would
on
have
this.
or
calculate.
I might allow calculate for you.
I'll roll calculate.
And actually, Lisa, you have a pretty good tech score as well. If you wanted to roll straight tech, that would work.
1
Okay.
6.
But again,
calculate.
any of you would
Need-
need 3 successes to get
Need
anything. 'cause
3
this is-
successes.
It is
So a
technically,
cumulative 3 is not going to work, huh?
it is technically possible.
1 success.
And that's
Okay.
that's a nope on my end.
All right, so yeah, you all sit there trying to puzzle out why the fuck a magnetrine ship appeared over the lake, crashing in a storm, and then both the ship and the storm vanished. No idea. It's
And-
clearly not an illusion. Your cheeks still hurt from the cold snow and sand.
And
God.
something Sarah had asked a second ago. Is it still raining?
Yeah.
The rain has gone back to like the slow drizzle that it was before,
Okay.
and it gradually lets up as you guys head home.
Okay.
I'm going to ask my mom.
I'm underfoot.
By the time you get home, your mother is fully asleep.
And I definitely do not want to wake her up.
Okay.
So I don't. I just go to bed.
By
Way
the
to
way,
let me down again, Mom.
You were you were asking me
get on it.
earlier to help you parse the concept of the adults not being available. That's what it is. Kid wants to ask his mom. That's when she's asleep. That's how this game works. They're just.
Got it.
It's not that they hate you. They're just useless.
Can we go on a? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Go. What was that, Lisa?
Is there a way, like once home, we could get on like a dial-up bulletin board service, like the old text bulletin boards, and see if there anyone else reporting the sighting?
I don't know. Do you have a computer with an internet connection?
Yeah,
You don't need an
I'm
internet
gonna-
connection for a VBS, but yes.
I'm gonna say super unlikely, because Duffy said earlier we're not a computer family. Computer families were vanishingly rare in 1988. Like, it wasn't like some people had computers and some people didn't. It was like, have you heard of computers? Home computers?
I mean,
So no, I'm going to say you can't do that. But
That's cool. Yeah.
yeah, but we'll go ahead and skip ahead to the school day tomorrow. This is the last day of school before Christmas break or winter break for those who are not Christmassy. And
For those who are not Christmassy, that's literally just Jewish people. What you just said is for those who. That is literally how the school frames
there
it.
are many people who are not Christmassy and are also not Jewish.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That just feels like in 1988, that's how they would have described it.
that's true, actually.
That's what I meant. That's what I was.
It would still be Christmas break.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, yeah.
It was still called that, yeah. In fact, because of the Jewish people that I knew when I was a kid, it was a while before I realized that there were some Jews who didn't do Christmas. Because I actually knew a lot of Jewish people who did Christmas, just because it was a fun thing to do.
It is a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Anyway, put a pin in that.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're at school now. Duffy, you indicated that you will, in fact, go to school tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no. So I actually wanted to say that, like, after as we're going home, as everyone's breaking off to go to their individual homes, Duffy actually stays out for a couple more hours. He got his Walkman back from Robbie, and
I got you, fam.
so he's been just kind of riding around aimlessly in, like, literally the middle of the night, just like doing his own thing.
Okay.
Not that anything happens, just so yeah, he puts a little effort into showing up to school today, but he is noticeably tired.
You turn on the headphones and you get that 80s music montage.
I'm going to say Duffy and Lisa have math class together. You guys, your teacher is kind of the local loony. His name is Martin Hernandez, but nobody calls him Martin. He is known, even by some of the teachers when he's not around, as Cuckoo Hernandez.
Oh.
He is capable of teaching math to teenagers, but he frequently forgets what he was saying in the middle of a sentence. Sometimes his socks don't match. Sometimes his shoes don't match. And most iconically, he always has this very unique bicycle helmet with him. Frequently, he wears it in class. When it's not on his head, it's sitting off to the side. And it has, it's clearly a bicycle helmet, but it has weird tech all over it. It has, like, unidentifiable wiring and machines in the helmet. And he's been your math teacher all year. He's been the math teacher at this high school for a while. It's not new that Cuckoo Hernandez is around. But I'm actually going to have Lisa and Duffy, if you have it, roll empathize.
Okay.
I see
It's
Lisa
5 die for
has
me.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 success on that.
Okay. So Cuckoo Hernandez is cuckoo, right? He's always off. He's always a little weird. Today he has bags under his eyes. He's tired. And what you get looking at him, and the reason that you get that is that your friend Duffy, who's sitting next to you whispering in the back of the class, looks the same. Duffy was up all night riding his bike, and he and Mr. Hernandez, they look like they were both up all night.
So kind of elbowed up. He's like, does Mr. Hernandez look tired to you? I mean, most days he's, confused and wearing mismatched socks and stuff, but he never looked quite that tired.
I mean, he does look a little. He looks a little worn down. I mean,
I'm curious.
I didn't see him out last night, but
Anyway, so I raised my hand to get his attention.
Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, Mr. Hernandez, you look tired. Are you okay? Were you out late last night? See anything unusual?
Oh. Sometimes I have trouble sleeping. Thank you for asking, Liz.
Yeah, it was an odd night. I was out with some friends, and the weather was mysterious and strange. Did you happen to experience that?
Weather? No.
Oh, okay.
I was inside.
I
was inside last night. Inside.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask. I mean, just worried about you, sir. The holiday's coming up, to make sure you got some family coming around, don't you?
I go to my mother's at Christmas. Anyway,
travel safe, sir.
As I was saying, and he turns around and you see him looking at the board. He's teaching high school math, right? Not particularly advanced high school math either. This is not a calculus class. And he's looking at the board, and after your interruption, he starts writing equations on the board. They are using symbols that you have only seen in movies. All of a sudden, he is writing out the types of equations that, like, Doc Brown would have on his chalkboard is probably your point of reference. Like, he's filling, and everyone in the class is just staring at it. I'm going to have Duffy roll comprehend on this.
Yeah, I'm going to transcribe what he's writing.
Well, Duffy is also going to, a little surprisedly, like, lean over to Lisa. Are we supposed to fucking know this?
I don't know.
What have I missed?
You can hear his back's to the class as he writes on the board. You can hear these muttering something, but you can't.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, that's not like Algebra 1, which is what we're, what the hell is that? But anyway, I'm going to write it down so we can show it to the others later.
Okay, so Duffy, you have a success?
Yeah, I got one success.
Okay, that's enough for you to know, unlike some of what your fellow classmates probably suspect, these are actually real equations. You don't understand them, you couldn't solve them, but you know that these are real symbols. It's like that's a cosine symbol, it's a tangent. Like, he's doing calculus for this class on the board. And this is the kind of stuff they probably do at the loop. Like, this is crazy high level math that he's just spitting out while muttering under his breath about socks.
Yeah, that's seriously. Did I miss something?
No, not
at
all.
I've been absent. I know I skipped school a lot, but really,
that's not like anything he's shown us all year. So,
Mr. Hernandez does not speak to the class again until the bell rings, and then he turns around and says, "I'll see you all tomorrow." Which he definitely won't, because it's Christmas break now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Saturday, sir, and we're going on Christmas break.
I'll see you at Christmas. And then he walks out.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Like, as we're leaving class, like, I noticed that Lisa has, like, copied down a bunch of those equations. Do you think Robbie would know anything about that shit?
He might. He might. I don't know math much more than is required of me in this class, so I'll have to check with the others for sure.
Sarah,
all right, I'm preparing my roll. What's that?
Sorry, I'm hearing noises. Is it raining?
Yeah, I'm hearing it too. That's what
I can't hear it on my end.
Did it reach you finally?
Sarah and I are in the same house.
Yeah, let me take a look outside. I'll be right back.
It was raining up here like a few hours ago.
It's probably raining then.
I'm more just mad it wasn't coming in on your mic. But
Oh yeah, it's very faint. That's why I'm asking. We have a
really
flat
nice.
roof. We have a flat roof. Normally it's very loud when it rains here. That's why I'm confused.
All right.
Shocking news, everybody! It's raining.
Oh my God!
In
Was there sand or a crashing spaceship?
Story's coming to life.
Oh,
All right, yeah, there was no spaceship yet.
Thank you for
And we are
investigating
adults,
that.
so we wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
So, in
Oof.
IRL.
All right,
So,
I already did. Yeah, go ahead.
After Cuckoo Hernandez leaves the classroom, that's actually the last period of the day. School is now out. Robbie and Chris, you guys are probably outside of the school by now, hanging out. You know, most of the kids are in the process of departing. And you actually see Mr. Hernandez. He's not your teacher, but you know who he is. You see him leaving the high school. He's got his weird helmet on, and he's got books under his arm, and he's walking out to his car.
Have I seen his helmet before? This is normal. This is just his helmet.
It's not normal, but it's normal for him.
Well,
yeah.
Customary.
Everyone knows about his helmet. It's one of the main reasons he has his nickname, and he's never explained it. The school board assures all your parents that he's perfectly safe and capable of teaching math.
Just as he's walking across the parking lot headed to his car, I'm just looking at him. I'm going, it must be hard to find math teachers.
Yeah. Also, several of the older kids at school, like the seniors who have been seniors for a couple years, are following him, and they're like they're behind him, like sort of silently impersonating him, like doing a walk. These are like the school bullies, and they're in the process of bullying the math teacher. Like they're making fun of him. At first, he doesn't notice because they're behind him. They're like imitating his walk. They're doing stupid like brain things with their hands, and he turns around and looks at them. And
I am videoing this, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, they don't stop. They think it's hilarious. And I'm gonna say, I think this is the most used roll tonight, but I'm gonna say, give me an empathize roll, Robbie.
Oh no. Okay. No problem.
You did well
empathize. No problem. Yeah. Right. Roll. I got one. I got an empathize.
So what you see is Cuckoo Hernandez, looks at these kids making fun of him, and you can read him enough to know that he does understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
He's aware that it should hurt his feelings, and it does not. Something goes on in his brain that's like, this should matter, but it doesn't matter as much as what I'm doing up here. I have to go do.
Okay, this starts to feel weird, and I turn off the camera. Like I don't even want to look at this anymore. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel bad.
So I'll phrase that another way. It's almost like he's aware it should hurt his feelings, but he's too busy to have his feelings hurt.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then no, I'll keep recording then by all means.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell is going on with this guy?
Yeah, like it's
like
not
so I like zoom in while he's looking at them. I like zoom in super tight on his face. I'm like trying to see what his facial expressions are.
And also on that success, I'll say you can tell the bullies interpret this as they've intimidated the math teacher, but what's actually happened is the math teacher doesn't care about them enough to confront them.
Huh. Okay, so then under my breath, I'm like, go, Mr. Hernandez. Right on.
All right.
And I turn off my camera.
Yeah, which honestly is weird because normally any grown-up at a school would take any opportunity to confront a teenager about his bad behavior.
Sure, yeah. In fact, as Mr. Hernandez, right?
Yeah.
As Mr. Hernandez is leaving, I like wave him down. Merry Christmas, sir.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Is Chris nearby? Where are you, Chris?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
Chris
ask
was
if I
with
can
you, is
be
what I
like
said.
watching over your shoulder as this all goes down.
What happened to
just-
him?
Well, he probably figured out that, you know, they're the ones that look like idiots. I'm just like looking at like the second year seniors.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of John Benders, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, like really, this is like, oh wow, you're just reaching the heights of humor over here. And
Yeah.
I'm saying this very quietly.
Yeah, no, it's
so
yeah.
I'm not looking to start a fight with anybody.
No.
Just to critique from the
Like,
sidelines.
I'm doing the same like quiet talk back to you. It's like, you know, this is their second year. You think they would have gotten it right by now? Like they would know how to be people or
Yeah.
whatever. Jeez.
Like, oh god,
What'd you
it's an
say?
adult with a
What'd you say?
I got it on camera.
Cool.
Later. That's it.
yeah.
Where's Duffy and Lisa?
That's you guys can arrive
No, I'm asking
at this
Chris.
time.
But yes.
No, like, are we gonna meet up? I think Chris and I have
think we
band
would.
practice today. I don't have to work until
Right.
tomorrow. I have today off.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Well, maybe I could do some like storyboarding. I'll get some shots going. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
sure.
think that probably the reason Robbie and Chris would be waiting here in the first place is for Lisa and Duffy to come out.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
this is just I'm just giving them transition things so they can jump in. Yeah.
Jump in. But I'm actually going to hit fast forward. Yeah, if Chris and Lisa have band practice today, that's great. And Lisa, do you think that Tracy's at band practice, right? We talked about Tracy's in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that you would bring Tracy over to the hideout to hang out after practice?
Yeah, definitely would.
Okay, so
Especially the last day before holiday.
so that's me rolling an at 20 as a GM. I've got to insert character to use. So, yeah.
All right.
So you guys are in the hideout now. It's
Lisa, I don't want to
have
insult
to
you,
ask.
but Tracy seems like a Mary Sue. Anyway, go ahead. What's that, Sarah? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
Oh, I
you.
was gonna say I have to know what instrument does Tracy play.
Yeah.
I'm on
Key-
guitar.
Keytar.
More
She's on
cowbell. No.
guitar.
No, she doesn't play the
Keytar?
keytar. Not in Banshee's band. No, definitely not.
No. Because
No,
if there's
you know
only
what?
3 of us.
Tracy's the
She's-
drummer.
I was gonna say, who's the drummer?
Yeah,
Tracy's fully
Oh
the
shit,
drummer.
Tracy just got really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in marching band, right? She does. She's
Perfect.
a percussionist in general.
Oh, listen, I could tell you stories about the drummers in a marching band. Let me tell you. But,
She can play a mean xylophone, you know.
I was just gonna say, like, she plays the xylophone like an angel in
Yeah.
school, and then comes and like bashes it
and
out.
just hardcore. Yeah.
We're
So
like a power trio, so I'm on bass and Chris is on guitar. Did you say?
Yeah, I'm on guitar.
you guys are there at the hideout now. Duffy and Robbie are probably arriving.
Mhm.
Tracy is just fully drinking a beer that no one knows where she got it, and yeah. Do you guys think that you would probably talk about the math teacher situation, the crashing ship situation, the missing animal situation?
I feel like let's get into it. We'll go there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like I immediately bring up like, hey, Trace, did you see like the weather last night?
Yeah.
Weather.
The
Yeah.
weather. Like, were you out? Where were you like last night at like 10:05?
Passed out
10:30.
in the park.
Yeah, of course. you
Tracy
were.
is so cool.
Oh, and by the way, you should see what Mr. Hernandez wrote on the board at school today.
What are you right?
Here, check this out. And I hand him a notebook open to the page.
I
I'll look over your shoulder
pre-rolled.
'cause I haven't seen this.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I pre-rolled because I thought this was going to happen a lot earlier. I pre-rolled a comprehend for this and did not make it at all, and I don't want to cheat, so it was bad. It was very bad. I rolled 7 die and got 19.
Okay.
Weren't you in the class? I thought it was.
No,
Robbie.
it was
No, it was
Lisa and
Duffy and
Duffy.
Lisa. It's Duffy and Lisa.
It was just Duffy and Lisa. Okay.
Actually, Edward, please add 1 die to that roll because I was going to have you roll calculate, not comprehend.
Oh, well then may I re-roll then? Is that fair? Is that okay to
Yeah,
because then I jumped ahead and it was dumb. Fantastic. Okay, wait.
Well, I mean, it's only 1 die difference. That's why I said add 1.
Okay, yeah. So no, I will do. Yeah, I know that, but like that way I could get another chance because that was just a god awful roll. Okay, so here we go.
Allow it.
I'm rolling. Come
allow
on. I got 19 again.
What does that mean? Are there any 6s?
It means nothing above a 4.
Okay.
Mostly 1s. I got 1s and 2s.
All right. Well, I will say for free, despite failing the roll, this looks like shit your mom does.
It's definitely shit my mom does. I know I've seen some of these symbols before.
Yeah, but for the group, that's not new information. But you're aware of it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's hard to tell. It's like it's all like it's not. I mean, it's not English for sure. I know some of those letters have to be Greek, so I don't know. Like, it's probably just like I don't know. It's Hernandez. Like, was he just like tired and wanted to be done with the break? Like, did something happen? Why did he write this stuff down?
He just started muttering and turned his back to the class and just went to town.
He's not usually that.
On
I mean,
the board.
that's bad, but he's not like that.
Yeah, that's thrilling, says Chris, who is not in the advanced math course. Like, can we talk about the spaceship?
Advanced math course.
No, I think
spaceship.
Duffy and Lisa are in whatever math course is in between like algebra and remedial. It's just the regular ass math.
Oh,
Yeah, geometry.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I actually that would be kind of cool because what the hell was that thing that we saw last night?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell my mom. Like, I was so worried she would like, I don't know, like.
What did you see?
Oh,
We saw
that's
like
right.
a spaceship crash into the lake and then
Just
disappear.
for point of order, Chris would
Yes.
be aware it's not a spaceship.
That's true.
Magnetrine ships are not unheard of in
Like,
this world.
it's like a hauler or
Okay,
something.
sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Like a hover ship is a thing that exists in Tales from the Loop.
In the-
Yeah, it was like
Okay,
some kind of
got it.
magnetrine thing. It didn't look like long haul. It was like, I don't know, something
Yeah,
regional, I
it looked like
guess.
it was falling out of the sky.
But
Yeah.
it was pretty massive. It was pretty big.
And there was like sand in the air, and it started snowing all of a sudden. Like, this has got to be what drugs are like.
As you say that, you see that Tracy has fully lit up a J. How so?
Oh my God, Tracy! Don't! I told you not to smoke in here. They're gonna freaking get us.
Yeah,
Who's gonna get us?
They
I don't
don't
know.
care.
are you taking it too?
I don't know. I'm in the DARE program. Like, my mom would be super pissed.
Do you know that DARE officer,
Duffy?
Officer Jakes?
Chris?
Yeah.
Guys, I cannot
sold me
go.
this.
Please, I cannot go back to Aunt Janice's smelling like weed.
Officer Jakes sold me this. This is a genuine Officer Jakes joint.
Ugh. I take.
Oh,
your
that's
money.
marijuana.
Yes.
Oh,
I
That's
take
probably
one
worse.
quick.
You know
Toby,
that cops, it's just a job, right? Like, they're not like golden superhero people. They're just guys that needed a job, and their job is cop.
I know,
Cops
but then their
have
job
food.
is to it's literally their job is to like beat me in the face if I have that in my mouth.
Right, unless they're the ones selling it, in which case their side job is to take your money for it. Who wants it?
Ah, hell with it.
Oh, Robbie!
I mean, they can't take away your scholarship for this, right?
Do you have a
I wait till he
scholarship?
does that, and I say, They absolutely can take away your skill.
What? I just like throw it at her.
Oh no,
No,
no!
dude,
no,
come on,
no.
come on. That's worth some money. That's worth some money. I'll pick it up.
I
Can I
paid
get
a
that?
cop for this.
I was never here.
You're still here.
Oh,
I
why are my eyes so big?
hand
Oh.
it back to Tracy, and I help Robbie like to our old busted ass couch and just like guide him to put his head down between his knees. It's just
That's
Oh,
only
everything's
where
like a
Tracy
Dr.
is sitting.
Seuss book right now.
There's a
you
box of
didn't even
Twinkies
get
over
that
there.
much. Don't-
It feels, oh God, it feels like a scholarship canceling amount. Oh God.
Have a Twinkie and chill, Robbie.
Oh,
Yeah, the
is that
Twinkies have
basket?
been- the Twinkies have been in this room since you found the room.
That's
They're
fair.
still
They're
fresh.
good.
There's just boxes of Twinkies that are here from before.
I'm actually fine with this. I eat that. So I open one. I'm like, you're probably right. Oh, that's really good.
As,
Did you guys know how good these are?
as a
these are
former
so
teenage
good.
boy, I can confirm we would absolutely be fine with eating found Twinkies in a room.
Yeah. And now I'm high for the first time, and you've just introduced me to a box of Twinkies. Say goodbye to that box.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
That's Robbie's box now.
All right. Yeah. So this is. Did you guys know there were Twinkies here this whole time?
Yeah, you guys eat the Twinkies all the time.
Yeah.
We
We
do.
ate those Twinkies last night. Come on.
We do. It's so
And these are
great.
80s Twinkies, back when they still had enough filling in them to taste.
Yeah. Oh,
Those
these are
lousy
never going to
zingers,
go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the
Twinkies
best.
over zingers any day.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what? You
There-
saw a ship crash?
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
like
so
a
great.
maglev train. It was like a full-on maglev train, like giant ass one crashing into the lake, like full-on like crazy wind, thunderstorm, and then it was just gone. Like
Some
and we were not like nobody hooked us up that the last night. Like if I had, I would have. I mean, I don't believe it myself. It was insane. It's got to be like, I don't know what. Isn't there like that? I mean, we are in the desert. Maybe it was a mirage.
I mean, we've seen some
That
weird
was-
shit in this town, but that has got to be the weirdest thing I've seen.
Definitely.
That's a
Definitely.
very realistic mirage. You'd have to do that with like models. Dennis Buren would have done it with models.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Duffy's going to chime in with, well, mirage is generally that shimmer on the edge of the horizon in the desert that looks like water. I mean, it's not like a real like hallucination.
You guys,
Mm-hmm.
it's all connected
Mm-hmm.
because the
What's
ship. Think about it. The enormous ship and disappearing and reappearing, and the animals are disappearing, and the hunting lodge is appearing, and like everything's kind of coming in and out of focus at the same time. It's really hard for me to focus right now. It's
Yeah, but
really
the
hard.
I
animals
picked
aren't
up Robbie's
reappearing.
camera and turn it on him. Just like
That
yeah,
is
close one.
very expensive, and it
I will
doesn't.
be extremely careful.
I forgot what we were talking about.
So you know what, Robbie? Like,
Huh.
did you ever look at that chicken coop last night?
Oh, little bit. There was no blood.
Yeah, but like, did you get like any look at it? Like, how it was it like broken into? Like,
I
was
don't. I didn't see it. No, they didn't say no. They actually. I remember Ms. Nelson said that it was coyotes, but there was no blood. There was nothing. Like they just like coyotes don't kidnap chickens, do they? Do you think they should be waiting for a ransom?
Well, they definitely don't kidnap horses, and the Nelsons lost their horse.
Truth.
What do you think coyotes would
was a pretty
want
good
for
horse.
a ransom?
Oh man,
Some
Twinkies.
pork chops, maybe?
Definitely. Twinkies.
I mean, come on.
Would you hold a chicken
Roadrunners.
ransom for some pork
I
chops?
was gonna say, Chris, that's hilarious.
That is exactly
no,
what it is.
guys, Chris is right.
not a lot of meat on those roadrunners, though.
Roadrunners.
I'm so glad I got that on camera. Tracy, I'm going to be playing this back a lot. I just want you to know.
I mean, do we even get Roadrunners
Can you
out
say
here?
that again? Just one more Chris is right. I'm going to zoom in.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
That's fine.
All right. But
Robbie,
think
this
about
smoke looks gorgeous on camera. You're going to love it.
it. Oh no. Please don't. Please don't.
Hey,
Please
Robbie.
don't what?
Robbie won. You
Huh?
want another toke?
No, I got a scholarship. I don't need any more tokens. I have a scholarship.
How do you have a scholarship?
I don't have one yet, but I'm gonna have one, and they take it away if you take drugs from policemen. You can't do that. That's what you can't do that. No,
But it's
No.
just getting nice and resin down there at the end. It's at its best
Resin?
point. Let me
Robbie,
get,
I
the,
got
let me
good
get the
news
roach
for you.
clip out for that.
I got good news for you, Robbie won. I didn't really buy this from Officer Jakes. I bought it from my mom.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or not.
Wait, no. I've met your mom. Hold on. Turn it up. What?
Hey,
Your mom.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Uh-huh.
Drugs exist and people do them.
Don't say it like that. It's making me scared.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad did back in the day. You know, he talks about his mom and dad going to Woodstock and things. I mean, come on.
All right. Robbie's starting to come out of it.
I've
And
got the most fucked up family.
okay, I
Wow.
want to get. Can I get that camera? I just need to borrow the camera for a second. He's
Oh,
like trying to get
Just
the camera.
gonna erase the
Okay.
tape.
Respect that.
Yeah.
Delete everything.
Just walk under a magnetron lifter and it'll erase all of your magnetic
That's
media.
how I do it. Let's go find one, you guys. And I just like, yeah. What do you got?
So, are you guys still planning to go check out that hunting lodge?
Yeah, are we
tonight?
gonna check out that hunting lodge this weekend?
It did, by the way. I just
the
want
only
to.
person who hasn't smoked.
I just want to add, like, it seemed to fall right that the person who was clearly just the most painfully impacted by the weed was the one like putting the case together. Because I just realized, like, if I just say what's happening, it's gonna sound like I'm really high right now. So yeah, no, I still want to see what the hunting lodge looks like. I think we could get some great shots out there. I think it'd be killer for the music video as soon as you guys settle on a song.
Yeah, and we can
Lisa.
put these rumors to rest about satanic rituals. Probably
Yeah,
some
plus-
mad scientist out there doing.
Plus, they got their dog. I don't think that's cool.
Yeah.
Edward, I think your mic input's a little higher than everyone else's.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so you guys head out to the hunting lodge tonight. Tracy goes with you. She's got nothing better to do. So in the forest that... Actually, I mean, it's not really a forest, I guess, but it's the land between... there's an old pumping plant out there. Trying to find the locations mentioned on the map.
Oh, I actually had that pulled up.
Woods, like the woods.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Classic.
Straight up, this thing is written with two sets of locations because everything takes place in Sweden and Nevada. So I'm assuming the forest part is specific.
Are you saying that Sweden and Nevada's biomes are just completely fucking different?
Yeah, what I'm saying is I probably shouldn't have said there was a forest in Nevada.
Oh, yeah, that
Joshua Tree Forest, maybe, you know,
What?
that kind of thing.
actually, wait, hold on, dude, this is the fucking loop. There's a forest. Don't ask questions. There's a goddamn forest out there. Doesn't matter why.
So,
It's a different loop location.
I'm not going to bother finding it on the map myself because I can't point to it anyway. But it says
it is on the map. It's green.
The land
Park
between
Forest.
the land between pumping plant number 1 and Dart's barriers at Black Rock Point. That is where that is where the Hunter's Lodge is. So it has an attached wooden tower, and you guys, well, I guess Lisa, who's the only one who'd heard of the place, you know it's used by...
I had heard of it. I got a success.
Okay. You know it's used by some local hunters on behalf of DARPA, since active wildlife can threaten the technical installations in the area. So this hunting lodge is actually functional to the loop. So it's... that just made Edward sick. It can be...
Well, definitely Robbie, yeah.
It's best compared to like a wooden shed, basically. It's just a piece of crap little building with a bunk bed, sleeping bags, a table.
Would you describe it as like the Evil Dead shack?
Yeah, a lot like that. But there is like a wooden tower, which is kind of like the hunting blind. There's a cabinet with supplies, map, matches.
I've got my camera poking up through the window. So it's like you just the shot is there's the window, and then here comes my camera with my hands. I'm not even behind it. I'm just holding it up and looking in.
So where do you guys look?
I mean, like, can it be opened?
I think we should we should explore the perimeter of this place before we go. Even think about going into this place.
Good call. Location scouting.
Good call, Duffy.
Okay. Why doesn't everyone give me an investigate and tell me if you get a success and tell me if you get more than one?
Can I just roll straight mind for that?
Yes, if you don't have investigate, roll straight mind.
Do I get some kind of bonus for rolling 5 4s? 5 of a kind?
Not in this game, but perhaps in another game.
So as we're doing perimeters, I'm turning the camera on and off bursts like this, and I'm telling them, probably no one's listening, about how they shot the background plates for Return of the Jedi when they're doing the thing through the forest on the moon of Endor. And like if you do stop motiony things, you can get like a really fast thing. I got one success.
I failed. I think I'm distracted. Tracy and I are talking.
That'd be distracting.
Okay.
You two are talking and I'm distracted. No,
I rolled 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
Do I understand that Duffy got one success and that's the only one?
I think Robbie got a success as well. Did you,
Robbie?
I did get one, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then, actually, Duffy, you spot the dog tracks. There was a big dog of some kind on guard around the lodge recently. The tracks kind of pace around the lodge. And then near some trees, it looks like the dog just collapsed. He's not here now, but clearly the dog walked over to these trees and then the tracks kind of slip and he fell. And that's it. The tracks go nowhere else. There's another set of footprints that, like human footprints, that lead out into the woods, into the forest. That's definitely here.
Totally.
And then Robbie, on your investigate, after Duffy has found the dog tracks, you find darts, air rifle darts. And I'm going to ask for a comprehend check.
Hell yeah, I will. I'm looking for like numbers on the side. Any kind of ID, mark a comprehend check. All right, let's see. I've had fucking massive amounts of stuff here. Where's my dice rolls? Oh no, my dice rolls are gone. 1 second. Sorry, I had them and then they went away. Okay, here we go. I need 7 for this, and we're gonna roll. I got one. God, I'm rolling so terribly.
One's good enough in this game, most of the time. Sleeping medicine on the tips of the darts.
You guys, they were tranking the animals. Which means they don't want to kill them, but what does that mean? Like, what do they want to do with them then? Oh, is this some loot bullshit? Are they testing animals now?
Like I said,
Okay,
some mad
Robbie.
scientist somewhere.
Robbie, where do we live?
Chickens to do calculations.
It's of course it's some loot bullshit.
I just hoped it would be something fun. Fine.
Steve,
Yeah.
did I find any like dog kennel out here?
No.
Okay.
Can we get into the thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, Duffy, go ahead.
Like, was there anything else we found around the perimeter?
Like I mentioned, there were tracks leading out into the wilderness that you have not followed yet.
The human footprints. Yeah.
No, but I kind of want to try and get a look in the cabin before we start following. I make a note of where those footprints are and which way they're heading.
Okay.
And then I turn back to the cabin.
I will say one other thing, though. I misspoke. I think I said they were human tracks. They are not human tracks. They are tracks of some sort. I would need a calculate check to figure out what kind of tracks they are.
So shall you have one?
Calculate is tech. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and think this out. Do I need more than one success?
No.
Wow, that's you know what? F this. I want to engage these mechanics a little more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna push my roll.
Do
I failed my roll.
So I believe
Brain
that means
strain.
you have to take a condition.
Yeah.
Conditions are upset, scared, exhausted, or injured.
Hold up. Which page?
62.
Thank you.
So we have a lot of freedom to interpret the conditions.
Yeah.
They all just apply -1
Yeah.
until you get broken.
-1 die?
Yeah. Until you get broken, in which case that's essentially you're out of the game.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take the scared condition.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here is what you're scared of.
Well,
first
at this
succeed
point,
on
I
the
don't
roll,
know what
yeah.
these fucking tracks are. Are they big?
Actually, have you done the reroll yet? Sorry if I.
No, I was actually going to ask before I rolled. Does that -1 die apply to the reroll?
No.
Okay.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, it would be.
That would be a terrible mechanic.
Wow, I rolled better.
Any
But
sixes?
still no success.
Okay.
What are we rolling for?
You're rolling calculate to see if you can figure out what these tracks are from.
Right. I actually get 8 on that roll. May I roll? Would that be all right to roll?
Anyone may roll. Anyone who has calculate may roll.
I just don't want to keep seizing attention.
Yeah, it would just be straight tech for myself.
I have no
bad.
successes.
I have 3 dice in tech, so
I have 5, so let's see.
no
I have-
skills.
4 + 1 for calculate.
You get it?
I don't suppose I can get an
I
extra
got-
dice for being,
I got it. I got
crazy.
it.
hit.
No.
I rolled 2 5s and 3 3s.
I got a success, Steve.
You got 1 success. Okay, Robbie gets it.
Um,
Robbie, and that makes sense, really. Robbie, you see Duffy get scared because the tracks are so damn big, and what you are able to determine looking at these tracks is that they are from a large 4-legged machine with several meters between each leg.
Oh,
This isn't a human thing, Duffy. This is like a robot, but not like a flying one. It's like got legs or something.
And
You can see the claw marks in the ground.
You got only one success on that roll, right, Robbie?
Right, just one.
Okay. In that case, you are able to follow the tracks only for a little way before they get too confused and you're not able to follow them anymore.
They just ran dead. I don't know where they went. It's
And you're sure they were a machine?
they're definitely a machine, dude. You can tell by the way the spacing. Like nothing alive has that thing. Plus, look at how precise the prints are.
Yeah,
right?
I would say Duffy. Now that Robbie has pointed it out, like obviously these are not organic feet that made this pattern, but
They're they're
what Duffy
perfect
or what Robbie
game
knows
every
that you failed to notice with your bad roll is just that how big the machine is, how many legs it had.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen a walking machine this big for sure.
I mean, you probably have. It's not.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen a walking machine this big before.
But they're the kinds, like a walking machine, a robot this size is like a cargo robot, or maybe a military one, right?
You know, I got a
It's an
weird
AT-AT
question.
is what I'm telling you.
Dude, no, that's what I tell him. It's an
Yeah.
AT-AT.
Of course, he figures it out.
What does the foliage look like around these tracks?
Exactly. That's what. Yeah.
Like,
that
Is
was
it
where I was
just
going.
whatever, or did something go through
Yeah.
the brush?
Yeah, something went through.
Like, okay,
So
are there
does the
trees
trail
here?
give way?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to say there are some trees, but you're not. It's not that the trail stops so much as it is that you guys just aren't expert trackers, and as
Yeah.
soon as the trail is
Got
hard
it.
to follow, you
Okay.
just can't
No, that's
do it. Yeah.
Totally fair.
yeah. Let's see what's in this.
I want to see
fucking
what's in the
cabin.
cabin. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, let's break into this fucking cabin.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
All
like a
right. The
power
cabin is quite easy to break into, being basically a shack.
Mhm.
The lock is nothing to speak of. Tracy's
Okay.
able to pick it while you're reading the tracks, and
Look at Mary Sue.
Go Tracy. Come Tracy.
and she's already smoking inside, just a cigarette this time. When you guys get there, and you see cages welded together from junkyard scraps. Animal cages are in
I
this
start
place,
recording.
all of them empty.
I want to do an investigate on those cages to see if I don't know if this is investigate or calculate to figure out if I can recognize what kind of animal it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, investigate.
Well, I'll do the
No
same.
successes. I've
See
got
if
a
there's any-
5 and a 4.
We
I'm rolling
cannot
terribly.
catch a break tonight.
I
One
can't, no.
success on investigate.
It's like 2 good rolls, and every other roll I've failed.
Oh right.
All right, Lisa got one though. Or sorry,
Yeah, I got one success.
One success. There are big cages, there are small cages, and some of them still have debris in them.
debris.
Like
Chicken
animal
feathers in
detritus?
one,
Oh,
literally dog poop in one.
Well, that's obviously dog
I didn't even
droppings.
clean the cages.
And Lisa, with your investigate, you are also able to go outside and see where a post has been driven into the ground that is newer than anything built into the shack, but seems about the right kind of thing to tie a horse to.
Wow.
What are they doing with the animals?
No
Here,
doubt. Nelson
wait.
said they lost a horse, and this is what appears to be, a place for a horse to tie to. Are there any like horse or hoof marks in the ground there?
The ground's pretty hard right
confirm
there,
that?
so it's hard to tell, but you
Hard to-
could be.
Can I get like an out of character like reality check real quick? Like it seems from everything I've read of the lore and the world, like the loop is really obvious. Like when you're there, it's a big tech thing.
Yes.
So like they're not in the habit of let's meet in a wooded thing. That's
Yeah.
the thing that's freaking me out right now is how rural this all seems and how unprofessional it seems.
Okay, so the loop itself is this big,
I mean the organization
lighter thing, and the loop facilities, the laboratories, they're big, high tech, like
That's what I mean. Like it's
well-funded
obvious when they're
labs.
doing it, right?
Yeah. So The problem isn't what the loop is doing. The problem is the side effects, the spillover, the things that happen because of people who used to work at the loop. Or,
yeah, totally. What my point is, like, as a kid, I am familiar with the fact that like the loop is doing weird, fucked up shit all the time. The thing that's freaking me out about this, the thing that's making me go, "There's something wrong here," is how unprofessional this is. Like, there is no checkpoints, there are no uniforms, there are no sign-ins, there's nothing. It's just like what? That you're not supposed to see these huge machines and just.
I would say for Robbie, this doesn't bring up like. And for Robbie, his mom works at the loop, maybe runs the loop. Like, this does not remind Robbie of the loop. There's something wrong here. Robbie's experience of the world is one where robots and weird technology just are, and also the loop is a thing. So like those two things aren't necessarily always related in Robbie's mind.
That's fair. That's totally fair. It's just like if we saw a bunch of cages and there was a big loop logo on it, I'd be like, that's awful.
There's definitely not. These cages are welded together from junkyard scraps.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the thing that there's something screwy, guys. This is wrong. Yeah. There's something wrong.
Steve, is there anything else in this shack other than these cages?
I'm going to ask Lisa and Duffy for one more investigate, please. Come on.
Chris is doing a terrible job investigating because she's just watching Tracy. I don't trust her. I know Lisa likes her, but I don't trust her at all. I just get a mean girl. Like, she's cool, but I'm just waiting.
Sorry, I need to hear the rolls.
Sorry.
I have one success.
Nothing.
Okay, one success from Lisa. So to Duffy's question, you're looking around trying to see if there's anything at all in this shack that is identifiable to you. Lisa's looking around for the same thing. Lisa, what catches your eye is this weird sort of greenish colored metal that is used on one of the cages. You recognize it. It's got this weird sort of dull sheen to it that's not like common for a piece of metal that you have seen before. And the place where you've seen it before is on one of the tiny little odd pieces of metal that is part of Cuckoo Hernandez's weird ass bicycle helmet.
Well, Duffy, I know you got a good look at his helmet earlier. Check this out. This metal here. Does that remind you of Mr. Hernandez's helmet?
Yeah, that does look really similar.
Yeah. I'd hate to think that he's mixed up in this, but he is called Cuckoo for a reason, I guess.
Didn't you guys say that he was like really tired this morning? Like he'd been out at night?
Well, this afternoon.
I don't know what that means, but
yeah, he said he was at home with his mother last night, just up late.
Stay home with their mother.
Why were you asking Mr. H what he was doing last night?
Oh, he looked really tired, and I just asked him if he, was out late and if he'd seen anything unusual.
Because of the ship.
And that's when he kind of like glazed over and turned and started writing all that jibber jabber on the chalkboard.
With these new insights, can I re-roll the the calculate or comprehend?
On what?
From the stuff from Lisa's notebook.
No.
That'd be useful.
Even if you passed that, you wouldn't get anything useful.
Okay. So is there anything else? Is there it's just is it a one room shack inside here with the cages?
It is. I mean, there's a bedroom off to the side, but it looks like it had been used for nothing other than sleeping. I will say I asked Lisa and Duffy for one more investigate. I'm going to ask Robbie and Crystal for one as well. One more investigate.
What's investigate? Is that mind?
Yeah.
Okay, I just got to do straight mind. Then
Nothing at all.
Okay.
All right, one more time.
1, 2, 5, 4.
Fuck, nothing. Got nothing.
All right. Well, I will say you guys have spent so much time looking around here that it's.
I want to do something crazy. Can I try something crazy before we leave the space?
Please do.
Would that be all right?
Yeah.
I want to roll an empathize because the thing that stood out to me is who the fuck welds cages into the main room of a cabin and then sleeps in the bedroom next door. Does that feel weird to anybody else? Like, okay, you build a shed to keep animals in, fine, but then you sleep in the cabin?
Sure doesn't seem
Roll
sanitary.
Roll it.
That feels weird to me. Okay, so let's see. So that's empathize. I'll get one more and we'll try it. Come on, empathize. My empathy is strong. My empathy is not strong.
Talking heads is popping into my mind. You know, the psycho killer.
Like
Real.
You guys leave the cabin, and you've spent so long looking around and trying to investigate that it's now getting late at night. It's been nighttime for a while.
Ugh.
And it's about 9, maybe 10 when you're leaving the cabin. And as you are starting to head home, the rain begins.
Oh,
Slow at first.
I pull out my camera immediately.
Your camera gets rained on.
Yep, I've got it under my jacket, like classic 80s. I'm doing the whole deal.
The exact scene that you guys witnessed last night repeats itself in every detail. The ship is crashing again. Things are breaking off of it. And those of you, I would say each of you probably has one image that you remember clearly from last night. Like that piece broke off, that piece bent. They all happen again, exactly the same. And Robbie, the distortion, the electromagnetic distortion from the storm ruins your camera's ability to record on magnetic tape. And you catch nothing, which is what you'll find out later. But right now, the thing that you all notice is that this event that you saw and is now repeating itself in every detail lasts about 5 seconds longer than it did last night. The ship crashes more, and then once again, bamf, it's gone.
Is there a name on the ship? Like on the side of the ship?
Not visible that you can see, no.
God, this is not good. It's almost like a time loop or something, repeating itself.
I want to throw something out, real world question for you guys. It's 11:20 here in California. I know Edward and Mia are even later. We are not as far along as I thought we would be.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go late, or do you want to schedule another session?
What would be late? Can you tell me what late is?
Maybe
is late another hour?
Maybe another half hour.
Oh, I can do another half hour. I don't know about me, but
Yeah, I can manage, definitely.
Yeah.
We tend to bump into the wall about this time of night, though.
Jason and Sarah, that question is also for you. You.
Yeah, I'm good.
We can go a little later.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I gotta know.
In that case, what do you guys do on Saturday?
I make plans to be there that night again. Like, no matter what else. But I don't know what everybody else wants to do. But that's
what about in the daytime? I know, Lisa, your grandparents are in town and they're staying through the holidays. Duffy, Uncle Jerry is fully crashing on the couch in your living room. You don't know why your parents let him do that, but they did.
I would
actually like to call a scene with my anchor.
Excellent.
I'm kind of freaked out about all this shit that was going on, like out at the fucking hunting lodge, and I don't like Duffy just is having trouble processing it, and it's really kind of freaking him out, and he is gonna go to his rabbi, like
Dana.
yeah,
Oh no, with the dog missing, no.
and just he is just gonna like he knocks on her door and
Remind me her
Rabbi-
last name. I remember it was Dana something.
it is Dana. It is Rabbi Rutterberg.
Rutterberg. Okay.
Give
Well,
me
she answers the
Give me a
door.
hot sec. Boop, boop, boop.
I imagine my family's gone out to breakfast with Grammy and Grampy.
You didn't go, or did you go?
I went. Yeah, I love my grandparents.
Oh, that of course the rocker girl loves her grandparents.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this in as well. Your grandma is not nearly as concerned with what you're wearing as your mom suggests that she will be.
course not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Okay, so yeah, Duffy. She opens the door. Hi, Duffy.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Rabbi. I'm. There's been some stuff going like. There has been some stuff going on, and I need someone to talk to about
Come in.
it.
Come in.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you go into her house, and yeah, you sit down with her.
Duffy just kind of unloads like all of the like missing animal stuff and like going out to this hunting lodge in the middle in the afternoon and evening yesterday, and studiously leaving out all of the recreational drinking and drug or underage drinking and drug use.
Of course.
And telling her about like what like the welded together cages up in this hunting lodge, and he's not sure if is this where people's animals have been going, and there was like robot footprints leading like away from the lodge, and what are like giant robots doing out there, and like I don't know what to like. I don't know what's going on with all this. And after he's gotten all that out, he also brings up, and we keep seeing off like we keep going by the lake, and it's a little after 10, and we keep seeing we've now seen it twice. The same maglev train crashing into the lake, and it's only been twice, but both times I would swear to you it was the same time.
Okay. And
Like
just, I know
maglev.
maglev train is a thing that's been said a couple times. It is called a magnetrine ship. Yeah.
Then that's what Duffy would have said.
Sure.
Yeah.
You saw the same ship crash in the same spot 2 nights in a row?
I'd swear it was the same ship in the same spot. Did we get snowed and sanded last night? I'm asking Steve.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, like the same random weather conditions happened. Like we were getting snow and sand just like blasted at us, and then the magnetron, what's it's called again?
The ship. Just call it the ship.
The magnetrine. Yeah.
Magnetrine
Ship.
The magnetrine ship just blinks out of existence. Snow and sand's gone. Like we can still feel it, but it's gone.
What makes you so sure it was the same ship?
the sound of the metal tearing itself apart was like, it was the same rhythm, the same like tonation of high-pitched like screaming of the metal coming apart. It was the same bits falling off of it.
You know, I'm not much for understanding the unusual experiments that our town is built to support. You know, we live in a place where unusual things happen. And I think it is perhaps common for young people like yourself to tell a story like that and not be listened to. I don't know enough about what happens at the loop or around it to tell you that you didn't see what you saw. I would like to know what happened to my dog. And I would say this. 2 times is a coincidence. 3 times is a pattern. Both times that you saw this ship crash, you said that you were inland, but that it crashed over the lake.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut a little bit here. Was I describing that right?
Yeah, you were.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you are sure about what time it's going to happen, maybe you should try to get closer. Don't be where the ship crashes, especially not if it's going to crash into the lake. But maybe you can be closer. Maybe you can get a better look. Be safe, though.
I mean, Rabbi, you know me.
Yeah, I do know you, Duffy.
You're safe.
I know
right?
that you could be talking to your parents right now, but that you're not doing it because your Uncle Jerry's sleeping on your couch.
I mean, amongst the reasons.
Listen. Your Uncle Jerry's a good guy. I know him from way back. He's had a little trouble. He's gone through a lot of stuff that you probably haven't heard about. Sometimes people get a little off balance, but he and your dad still love each other.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Duffy.
Duffy is mildly confused because he's relatively checked out of his father and his uncle's whatever's going on with them.
Oh, she can tell. But she's going to continue. Duffy, they do love you as well. I know it doesn't always feel like it because they have other stuff that is going on. But it's not because they don't care about Duffy. And if you ever feel like they don't care, you can just come back here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else to say to the rabbi, that'll be your condition removed.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Does anybody else get a weird vibe because, like, adults are not supposed to be helpful?
Yeah, but your anchor is.
Your anchor can be?
Yeah.
Well, your anchor is essentially your healing. You can go, like, if you've got, like, a bunch of conditions, you can do what I just did. You have a scene with your anchor, and you clear all your conditions.
Yeah, that is the mechanical purpose of the anchor is to clear your conditions, but you have to have a scene with them to do it.
Okay, now I understand.
Honestly, why I was going to call out having George Lucas as an anchor, because you're technically supposed to have a physical, like, relatively intimate scene with them.
No, I thought that through already. George Lucas as your anchor means that you go and experience Star Wars.
Yeah,
I figured it was
and
more like a Jojo Rabbit thing, but
yeah,
I was assuming it was going to be kind of like a self-talk. Like it's like George Lucas representing the best version of himself, right?
I would also allow doing Star Wars with Dad in Robbie's case. Like,
okay, that would have been cool too.
Yeah. But you don't have any conditions to remove at the moment.
Yeah, no,
that's still great though. Oh, that's so beautiful.
So,
okay,
I'd like to do a scene if I may.
You may do
I'd like
one, yeah.
Well, this will be a brief one, but as we all head back, and we all head to our own houses that Friday night, and I'm alone. Aunt Janice is at work. I just imagine because I want to get my iconic item, my guitar, and just be sort of, working my way through, I don't know, The Chain, which was the song that my dad would always play, Fleetwood Mac. And as I'm doing it, I'm thinking back over everything I saw. And I want to roll and investigate with the +2 from using my iconic item, as I'm just sort of slowly, you can tell me if this is like not an appropriate use of my iconic item, but I want to think sort of strategically, big picture, everything I know about what it would take to take as many animals as we've pieced together have disappeared, including a horse, and see if I can figure out anything, just knowing what I know about the logistics of animal handling, that could help us figure out either what was going on at that cabin or give us a clue towards how these animals are being taken without anybody seeing them.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, I'm going to add +2. Oops. 2 successes.
Oh, damn.
One
okay.
for each of my uses of my iconic item.
So you're thinking about it, and at first you don't get anything, but in the playing of your guitar, you kind of allow your mind to wander a bit, and you start to remember the scene that you witnessed the other day with Mr. Hernandez leaving school, going to the parking lot, driving away. And it occurs to you, you know what's weird? For a guy who wears a bicycle helmet everywhere, to never ride a bike. Instead, he drives a great big panel van. And that's when you realize it's not big enough for a horse, really, but every other animal that's been taken could easily fit in that van, several at a time.
That's crazy. I just assumed it was like wrapped in tinfoil. Like,
but the helmet?
Yeah.
Is there something I have other than just the facts? I've got to imagine there's other people in town that drive panel vans. Is there some other reason that I narrow in, I connect Mr. H to the animals?
Yeah, because of what Lisa saw yesterday. She saw that there's this weird piece of metal that she connected to Mr. H's helmet. You also know Mr. H was up late the same night that you guys saw the ship crash the first time. And of course, you haven't seen him today on Saturday, but if he was up late last night, you wouldn't know it yet.
Oh, it's still Friday, right?
It's Saturday. Friday was your last day.
Sorry, I forgot. Yes, we were investigating on Saturday.
Yeah, you investigated. Yeah, you investigated Saturday. So yeah,
No, it was Friday. It was Friday, and we're going back Saturday night.
Thursday was the first night you saw the ship crash.
Yeah.
Friday was
the second night, and then we're going to go back.
And this is technically, she was doing this Friday night after she got home.
No.
No,
this would be
sorry, I
no.
didn't mean to retcon that. I meant that I did this after we investigated the hunting lodge.
Yeah. So this is Saturday.
So this is Saturday.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first bit of information you put together, but you're going to get a little more than that on 2 successes. Just let me think for a second.
Well, does she get another question?
That's a good way to handle it. Yeah.
Well, under investigate, when you succeed, you get to ask 2 of these questions.
That's a good
Yeah.
Bonus effect
Oh,
for
that's
extra
right.
successes, ask 1 additional question and get +1 die on 1 roll when you use the information up to
Yes.
+3.
You're right.
Um,
So the questions.
I'm looking up the.
Yeah, I'm
What page is
looking
that,
at them
Jason?
too.
It's the 2nd page of your quick reference.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's also page 75 of the book.
So that kind of
Ask one.
falls into what happened here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say my second question is, what does it mean?
It fully means that Mr. Hernandez is the one who's been taking the animals, but also it means that it's not some weird satanic ritual. This is a guy who is doing loop level calculus on the board while distracted. This is a guy who is a little loopy, obviously, but put real work into building cages, taking animals, and takes these animals to a lodge that's pretty close to where you've been seeing this weird effect with the ship crashing every night. So, yeah, it fully means that Mr. Hernandez is at the root of whatever this mystery is. And most likely, it means that that ship is going to appear again tonight.
Yep. I off the strings and put it down, and I'm going to call Lisa.
Ring, ring.
Hope she's home.
That's right. Oh my God, Ciades.
I assume I'll answer since it's late at night.
Actually,
Well, what?
actually, your grandpa answers.
Okay.
Nice.
Hello.
Hi. I'm calling for Lisa. This is Chris. This isn't Mr. Novak? Hello?
No, this is Mr. McGillicuddy. Mr. Novak is my son-in-law.
Oh, hi. Are you're Lisa's grandpa? Hi. Hello.
Why are you calling so late? And you
what
hear
time is
Crystal,
it?
you hear an old woman's voice say, "Harry, who is calling?"
Hi, it's Chris. It's Crystal. Hello. Just some girl talk.
It's late. It's like 7 p.m. Why?
Can I talk to Lisa?
Your grandpa calls you, Lisa. Lisa.
Oh yeah. Oh, the phone
Sounds
for me.
like a girl, but he says his name is Chris. Boys shouldn't be calling you at this hour.
I did actually say Crystal.
Yeah, but he can't hear very well. You said Chris, and then you said Crystal.
Oh, that's just my friend Chris. She and I go to school together.
You got a friend who's a girl named Chris. It's Christine.
Yeah. It's short for Crystal.
Well, I thought Chris was a boy's name. What do I know? Anyway,
it's a nickname. It's a nickname. Thank you, Grampy. Give me the phone, please.
Meanwhile, Robbie's at the window going, "Fucking boomers."
Is there like a long cord that I can like pull it into a private corner?
Yeah, you can get around the corner or something. Robbie, Grammy fully comes outside and hands Robbie $10 just because she's grandma.
Yeah, I got the phone and I like sink to the floor. Sit on the floor with my back against the wall.
She's an automatic teller.
And knees to my chest.
So
What's
your
going on,
grandparents,
Crystal?
your grandpa seems fun. Having a
Oh.
good time.
Oh yeah, they're good. I like my grandparents more than my mom and dad. Don't let them hear me say that.
I heard nothing. Did they hear anything?
Maybe.
speaking
I don't
freely?
know. I think so. We're safe here. What's up?
Robbie, yeah, you're still out on the lawn as Tracy comes up and says, "Where'd you get that 10 spot?"
We're playing this.
Sorry, we'll go back to the phone.
No, it's just like this
just one quick cutaway.
turning into like a 3-person scene of it.
Yeah.
I like, hi, Robbie, through the glass window.
Yeah,
what's going on, Chris?
Stalks you through the window. Yeah. So, listen, I think it's going to happen again tonight.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean,
you want to go?
I would. Yeah.
Can you get loose? Check it out.
Oh, yeah, I can get out of here. No problem. No problem at all.
All right. Meet you at the cabin. Bring a dress appropriately. Let's be ready this time with I'm thinking like some scarves, some glasses. Got a good do you ski? Does your family do that like skiing thing?
No, but I've got a couple rain ponchos out in the garage I can bring.
Oh, cool. Can I borrow one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Look, I'll call Duffy. Can you call Robbie?
I think Robbie's outside my yard. My grandma just went out.
It was a bit. It was a bit.
No, I don't. Yeah, I can get a hold of him. Sure. Let's get him.
Look, I'm going to talk to him about that. This is really like somebody's got to have a talk with that kid.
Yeah, he's always pointing that camera in places he shouldn't sometimes.
Yeah.
Outside, Tracy says, "Robbie, you get anything good through Lisa's window?"
My camera is not. Oh my god. Okay. I just look at her. And I'm just like, I feel dirty just talking to you. Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Chris. Well, I'll meet you.
No more free weed for you, Robbie.
Meet you on the road leading out of town.
All right.
Yeah, we
said you guys heading that way. You all meet up.
And I will fill in everybody on what I've figured out.
Yeah, we're just skipping the middle scenes here to get to heading out towards the coast. Were you guys going to head back to the hunting lodge, or what was your specific destination?
Duffy had some input on that, I'm sure, about getting closer, right?
Yeah, like, is there... So wherever I'm assuming we pass by wherever we see this on the way up.
Well, it's kind of visible from a good distance. You were probably a mile away from it each time you saw it. So if you want to get to the spot that you would judge is closest to where it crashes into the water, you can you've seen it twice from 2 different angles now. You can kind of figure where you could get if you wanted to be like right on the beach.
Yeah, as we're passing by, as we're passing by where I can point that spot out.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna suggest, hey, like, when we're coming back, like, let's get down there and try and get a really good look at this, whatever it is.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I'd love to get a better look at it. See.
So I have brought a tripod and a big roll of aluminum foil and my camera, and I'm ready for round 3 with this motherfucker.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Like, I'm gonna set it up on the beach, wrap it in aluminum foil, like all around the housing, right? Because obviously the camera itself is gonna. I do not know.
You know what?
Work, but
give me. Let me see. Give me a roll for that. It's gonna be.
It'll be like Tinker.
It's absolutely gonna be Tinker.
Okay, so that's going to be a 7 to do this. Can I get any of these to give me a 6?
You're gonna.
I got a success.
Did you get 1 or 2?
I got 1.
Okay. 1 is enough that you can get the thing set up in a way that you think will hopefully protect it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I would have given you more on a 2, but 1 is a success.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So you set that up where?
Okay, so I'm assuming. Well, I mean, I'm going to lean to everybody else, like wherever we want to set up. I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere.
Did we want to go to the lodge first?
I'm down for whatever.
When you guys go to the lodge tonight, you find nothing new.
Okay.
It seems as though no one's been here since you.
Okay.
Nothing's changed. Let's go
Let's
take up station on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I figured I'd set it up on the beach.
As you get closer to that spot on the coast, you actually find that there's a boathouse there.
Are there windows in the boathouse?
No, but it's got big double doors like barn doors.
Can I have a newbie moment?
Yeah.
I just realized if I use my iconic item in doing a task, I get a +2 dice, right?
Yeah. Your camera
Okay.
is the iconic item, isn't it?
No, it's my flashlight, my lightsaber flashlight, which I could totally use while setting up the camera.
Go ahead and roll your extra 2.
Okay, so I already got 1 success. I'm gonna roll just 2 more, and please give me a 6. Yes, I got 1. I got it. I have 2 successes total now.
Okay, so you set your camera up near the boathouse, and
Thank you, lightsaber flashlight.
your success isn't going to yield anything right now, but
Sure, no, of course.
you are going to get a recording of whatever happens.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. There's no question about that anymore. So, sorry, back to Duffy. You were asking about the boathouse. There are no windows. There's big double sliding barn doors on the land side and another pair on the water side. But no windows.
They open?
Yes. Both sets are
What
open at this
do we see inside?
Before you get to it, you see a large number of footprints, human, animal, and robot, heading to this boathouse. So my question to you is, what is the manner of your approach?
How fresh do they look? Footprints.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I figure we're just strolling on up.
It's a well-worn trail.
Yeah, I mean, well, if there's a well-worn trail, obviously, like, we can fucking walk on the well-worn trail.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen anybody around. I don't. Unless somebody else calls it out, I'm assuming we just walk right up.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, we don't see anything else around. No panel vans parked next to the boathouse.
I did say, since we prepared this time, I would like to also say that I've picked up a flashlight as well.
Okay.
And
yeah, it is.
I know the value of having a good flashlight in the dark when you're.
It is getting dark when you come here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so Robbie and I have flashlights.
Yeah. Okay.
I am making that noise while we do that.
You have walking up, playing lightsaber with your flashlights in the dark. You have fully revealed yourself to Cuckoo Hernandez, who comes out of the boathouse and looks up at you. Says, what are you, what? No, go.
What are you
doing
away. Here?
It's not school time. Go away.
Yeah, this isn't school. What are you doing here?
I'm not teaching math right now.
Well,
exactly.
I'm not here to learn math.
Why?
You got
why
something
are you
to
here?
do with that magnetron crash?
I don't. You can't be. Go away.
No.
It's a free country, Mr. Hernandez.
That's what you
We
think.
can be here if we want.
True, but
Well, the capitalist pig dogs besides, but we'll
That's
It's a free
hardcore
beach.
for 88.
Yeah.
we're standing. Well, yeah, Reagan, down with Reagan.
That's true.
The lingering effects. But yeah, we could be here at the lake, sir. There's no reason why we can't be or shouldn't be.
This is my boathouse. It's mine.
What did you do with Black Phillip?
Who's that?
My goat.
I don't have a goat.
Can I roll an empathy check?
Yeah.
Can I back her up on that? Isn't there like a help mechanic? I feel like there is. I feel like I saw
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Hold up.
I can't remember how it works, but I feel like this is. If there was ever a time.
Either.
Not necessary. I have 2 successes.
All right, get it.
So this is
2 successes there, Steve.
Oh,
Deal
Yep,
with it.
so I'm gonna find out. My question that I want to answer is, what is his weak spot?
I thought you were rolling empathize.
Yeah.
Okay, what's his weak?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Oh yeah, that's empathy, dude.
Yeah.
And that is the
Okay.
question.
I get to ask 2 questions.
Yeah.
So the 2 questions: what is his weak spot, and what does he want? Well, actually, no, not what does he want, because I know that he wants us to leave. That's not. What will he do?
Do you have to ask both questions right away, or can you ask one and then get the?
You could do one and then the other. But
Unless you're confident in those. If you're confident in those, Sarah, go with it. But if it feels like you want one, but then you got to fill the other one in, maybe let him answer.
Okay.
With that extra success, you've got 3 questions.
wait,
Well, I'll start. Yeah, I want to know what's his weak spot and what will he do? Like, is he gonna come at us with violence? Is he going to is he all bluster and no action? What's the threat level here? So those are my. Chris wants to put this guy down ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put him down?
Or not put him down, but I want to
Neutralize.
I want to get the upper hand on him fast.
So, what's your questions again? Were what's his weak spot and what will he do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. His weak spot is that he is desperate for you to leave quickly. It is a time. He is on a time crunch. Mr. Hernandez is not great at emotional, displaying his emotions, but you can see the heightened level of agitation over what he normally displays. He wants you out of here right now. He's in the middle of something. There's something that was just about to happen and you're interrupting it. That's the weak spot. And then what will he do? He has a remote in his hand, and he is on the verge of pressing some button, waiting to see if you will leave before he presses it. You don't know what the remote does.
I will. Okay. I will step forward. I imagine I've been pointing my flashlight straight at his face. I'll kind of let it go down a bit. And as I'm doing that to hide, whoever is close to me, probably Duffy, I would do this. Where I'm going to nudge Duffy and just sort of point to Mr. Hernandez's hand with the remote and say, "Look, Mr. Hernandez, what's going on? Tell us and we'll leave. But we're not leaving without some answers."
I need a charm roll.
Oh boy.
Steve, while she's making that roll, how close are we to him?
15 yards.
I can assist
Yes,
on the charm roll.
Yeah, my 2 for heart and no charm. That's going to be no successes. But you know what? I will push. Let's see. How did this work?
I could offer aid in that area.
Actually, hold on. You get, because you got 3.
Mhm.
You get to do this. I think 2. You get 2 of these because you got a bonus effect from your empathize. You take +1 die on one roll when you use the information that you got from your empathize. So technically, you should get 2 more die on this if you want.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Or no, it's +1 die. Yeah.
Yeah, plus one die, and then Lisa's giving help, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's 6. Another die.
So that's a total of 5.
Yeah.
Still not enough. At least Crystal's rolls remain terrible.
If anyone else wants to try and say or do something to charm Mr. Hernandez into letting you into not being hostile at this moment.
I could try.
All right.
I mean, I could. Yeah. What's charm?
I get 6 die on that.
Yeah,
so
you need to. In addition to the roll, you need to tell me what you're doing.
I have a 3 heart, but I don't have any charm.
I kind of want to talk him. Yeah, talk him down. It's like, Mr. Hernandez. I know that you get a lot of trouble from some folks around town, but we're here to help you, to make sure that you're okay. We're your friends, you know.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
That's beautiful.
That is 3 successes out of 6 dice. Okay.
There you go. This is why Lisa's in charge.
That was a beautiful moment followed up by overwhelming success.
Yeah.
It was an accident. A terrible accident. Why is my printer turned on? Are you printing?
No.
See.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry.
My printer is printing. It just turned on.
We can't hear. I can't hear it. I don't know if anybody else can.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh my God! Anyway. Right as he's about to tell us, he's like, "Anyway, we've run out of time. Goodbye."
I heard very briefly.
It was terrible.
Listen, I'm sorry. What was an accident, sir?
Yeah, he said it was an accident. I have to stop her. Otherwise, it'll be a disaster. I have to do this. And he goes over to this. He goes back into the boathouse.
I mean,
he turns and looks back at you, Lisa, and says, and then he makes eye contact with all of you one at a time. And you see like a dawning realization in his head. I've seen you before.
Yeah, we're in your class, sir.
But was it before or after? I don't remember. And he goes back to the boathouse.
What?
I want to connect what
Follow him.
Somebody in the group, and I think it was Robbie, said something about a time loop earlier.
No, that was Duffy. Or
it was
Lisa.
Duffy?
It was not me. Yeah, it was not me.
Yeah, the science fiction.
Oh, was it Lisa? Lisa's mentioned it.
What did you say before, Lisa?
I'd mentioned, the possibility of a time loop since we saw that event happen twice.
Okay. You also said, Lisa, that you're following him into the boathouse just now. When you get in there, you see that he is activating some sort of big machine with a turbine on it that is in the water.
What are you doing? You said you had to stop someone?
I have to. You have to. It had to be stabilized. You need living mass.
Oh, that's where the animals have gone?
There are 2 cats in. There are cages in here. One of them has 2 cats in them. 2 cats start meowing.
Don't you?
Yeah,
dare.
if I can be there, I'm gonna run over to those cats and try and like console them.
All right. You successfully go over to the cats.
Yeah.
But they remain cats and therefore unconsolable.
Inconsolable to their condition
Yeah.
Yes.
as the supreme being of the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Wait,
he
what
is that?
actually he sees you go over to the cage and try to deal with the cat stuffy, and he just goes, "The animals, most of them are fine. Most of them are fine. Some died, but that was necessary."
What?
But why?
Who?
You don't understand. Leave me alone. I have to do this. And he is actually going to jump in a little motorboat that's there. Head off out onto the lake.
Oh my God.
Shoot.
Is he leaving the machine on?
Yes.
Okay, tinker check.
Yep. Same.
Yep.
On
Can
the
one
machine,
of us support the other one to, instead of doing two separate roles?
Yes.
You may support each
can-
other, but if you want to know what the machine is or doing, you need calculate, not tinker.
What about comprehend?
I'll allow that.
Okay, then that's
Okay.
7. Okay, here's 7. Here we go.
Yeah, and
Let's find out what this thing is. Oh,
Are
that's
you
a
going to help him,
success.
Crystal? What? How many?
Yeah. Do you need
What?
me to? Do I give you a couple extra dice? I
Yeah.
give
If
you one
you're
dice?
if you're just standing there, you give him a die.
Yeah,
Basically.
I give you a dice.
You're standing
Okay,
there.
I got
helping
one.
him figure. So
Okay.
roll one more.
Okay, so
Just in
rolling
case.
one more die, and here it goes. Nope.
I
just got the, oh, what?
There you go.
What's
I
that,
just
Lisa?
had the ones.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna like dash down to the end of the dock and be like, "Mr. Hernandez, come back!"
Okay.
And I got one success on the machine.
Okay. What you notice about the machine is this thing is staying completely stable in the water, even though it is not anchored at the bottom. And it is drawing power directly from the motion of the waves. And this is something you know only from osmosis from living with your mom. This is just a little thing that you're able to pick up. It's generating some kind of invisible field around it. You can tell by the ripple of the water. There's a faint shimmer in the air. Some kind of
Wait, so there's like
invisible
more around the machine than what we see?
Yeah, a field of some sort.
Can I go through the field?
You can if you want to get in the water.
I just want to. Can I just stick my head in to see what's past the shields, just so I can see?
To clarify, it's not like a shield. There is a field generating from it. It doesn't have a hard edge. You may already be in the field for all you know.
Oh, but it's not an invisibility shield. It
No,
is a
no.
it is a field that is invisible.
Yes, that's right.
Shit. Okay, what do we do? There's an invisible field around this thing. It's getting power from the waves. Is there a plug?
You are starting to feel nauseous from being too close to this machine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we might want to back up. I don't know what this does. There's no way to... Does it have a label on it or anything? No, that's to build things.
Duffy,
Okay.
what are you doing right now?
I'm trying to control my baser instincts.
Which is to run?
No, is to like just try and smash this thing somehow.
Okay.
I feel like that is intellectually, I feel like that is not the correct answer.
Uh-huh.
So, you know what? I'm trying to get these cats out of this cage. Can I do that?
Yeah, you've done nothing else, so I think you
Yeah.
can work out how to get the cage open. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was just like a cage or some weird like
Roll me a
welded
cage check.
garbage thing.
It is. I mean, it's like the others. It's welded together, but it's not like padlocked. Lisa, you ran out of the boathouse to yell after Mr. Hernandez?
Correct.
And what were you saying to him?
I just, you probably couldn't hear me over the engine, but I'm like, Mr. Hernandez, come back. Where are you going?
He reaches up and takes his helmet off. I have to take it.
Take it with a giant question mark.
1 second. I want to double check one thing.
Oh my God, I feel like we're so close to knowing something.
I look back over my shoulder at the others. I'm like,
What is he doing?
As he yells, I have to take it, the storm appears. And that huge Goss freighter appears, swirling with thick snow and blasting sand all around it. The ship creaks, starts to fall towards the water, and the lake now seems to freeze and be completely covered in ice. And at the center of the ice is a small area that instead has turned into this boiling, muddy sludge. The ship is slowly falling into that with a tormented metallic scream. Torn off magnetrine discs, frozen in the air while the freighter hits the water surface, and something happens with time. There are 5 dizzying seconds of crashing chaos. Water cascading, explosions and flashes that stretch out over several minutes, even though you're simultaneously aware that it's only a few seconds. And you see
What's Hernandez? Yeah.
him in the boat approaching a small white disc in the air near this thing. And he yells back to Lisa, "Death is relative. Here it's alive. There it's not. We might all be not. I have to go now. But I know who you are now. And I'll see you before." And he steps into the portal.
And then
That's
Gucci went back to
Luke.
his home planet.
Yeah.
There is a screeching sound. And the whole world falls silent. Robbie, the next day, when you check your recording,
Yeah.
you have the ship crash on tape.
Uh-huh.
You can't. The words of Mr. Hernandez are inaudible, and at 240p, you can't tell who he is either. But the ship crash is there, and every time you show it to someone, they assume that you, the aspiring filmmaker, have somehow created this special effect of a magnetrine ship crashing into a lake. And they're very impressed with you. And you are fast-tracked for a scholarship.
Ah!
Nice.
Fuck!
The animals stop disappearing from around town. You all have the holidays in your fashion with your various families of differing levels of comfort. Chris, do you think you go to Christmas at your mom's?
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to. And I think I bring Janice and Meemaw with me. Janice and Meemaw being my late dad's sister and mother, just to really, really
Nice.
stake out, yeah.
That's
and
fantastic.
let my grandma spend the day chatting with my mom all the wonderful stories of what a wonderful person my dad was and how I've grown up to be just like him and just take up as much space as we can. And we bring like a casserole or something, so we're not imposing.
I'm going to give you a +2 to this. I want you to roll charm.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm still terrible.
This is +1 for Janice and +1 for Mima.
All right. Incredibly, that is one success.
By the end of Christmas, you notice a change in your mother, who has been she has been content for some time to act in whatever way makes Mitch happy. And your performance at Christmas has made her realize that that's not cool.
Yeah.
And she starts standing up to Mitch about having you around the house. There's a long way to go, but
she actually misses me when I leave.
Yeah, by the end of Christmas, Mitch no longer feels like he has the ability to just make you not be there.
Steve?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Are we each getting like a little denouement scene?
Yeah, I was gonna do yours next.
You know what? Can I go last?
Okay.
Because I have to go.
Do it.
Thank you.
In that case, I will jump over to Robbie. Your mom works Christmas Eve. She is back home for a few hours in the middle of Christmas Day.
Oh.
She is ranting about how busy she is at work and some weird catastrophe that happened, but she can't talk about it because it's top secret stuff. But
while she's talking about, I want to hear what you're going to say. I just behind my eyes while she's doing it, I realize I have had this encounter with her so many times where and to me it's always been the most mundane, like, oh, I was busy. It was basically just her giving excuses for why she couldn't be around us. And I saw Mr. Hernandez go into the white light, and like, I don't know if he's alive or dead or what. And for the first time, like, I know what my mother does for a living.
Yeah.
And so there's something in the back of my head that I'm just trying to keep from coming forward, which is, I know what you do. Like,
I'm going to say this. Because your mom is not present most of the time, she hasn't seen the video you shot.
Oh, I don't want to show her.
Okay. I was going to give you the option.
Yeah, I do not want to show her. No, because
Have you
she's
shown
too
your dad?
powerful. I don't know. Oh, fuck. No, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Let me ask you this. Should I?
You are smart enough, even though she's not saying much detail. You're smart enough to connect the crazy event that your mom is dealing with what you witnessed.
Right.
You know that nobody else saw it the way you saw it, and nobody else has it on camera. You have the ability to show this video to someone who could maybe do something about it. So should you is not a question I will answer as your GM, but you know that information.
Wait, I didn't think about that before. I didn't think my mom could do a good thing.
Well, you don't know what she would do. You don't know if Mr. Hernandez was a good guy or a bad guy, or just a guy. You don't know.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the thing that a 14-year-old would do.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on Star Wars, and I'm gonna ask my dad
about if you should show
About
mom.
like if I knew something about what mom does, and it might help her, or it might make her really mad at me. Like, what should I do?
Robbie, you spend a lot of time making movies, telling stories. What could you know about what your mother does for a living?
Let's pretend that I do. What would you do?
Like you solved the
Sure, or I had evidence of a
quantum
thing or whatever. Like if I had that, if you had that, if you had something you knew mom would want to see, but you didn't know what she might do about it after she saw it, what would you do? Would you
I'd
be
show her.
scared?
I'd show her.
You wouldn't be scared?
Of your mother? She's my wife.
I'd decide not to show her. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Lisa, you have a lovely Christmas with your grandparents and a tolerable Christmas with your father, and your mother will not stop talking about the missing animals.
Yeah, Mom, that is a horrible thing that happened.
Grammy has to do more of the cooking than she probably should at her age because of how distracted your mom is by the missing animals. She is connecting it to whatever she thinks is going on with herself.
Yeah. Well, I am sorry, Mom, but yeah, I'm going to help Grammy in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm handling dinner, she says from the couch.
No. Okay. Well, I'll set the table when the time comes.
Okay. As you go to the kitchen and your mother takes a drink, just for a second out the window, you think you see a man in a suit standing across the street looking towards your house. And when you look back, he's gone.
Well, I wonder if my mom's not crazy after all.
Oh. And Duffy. Uncle Jerry stays through Hanukkah, through the New Year, and on. Uncle Jerry has his own house. Why is he on your couch? You don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems to be. Uncle Jerry seems to be going through some shit.
What do you think Duffy's family does? You mentioned Hanukkah being performative for Duffy's family.
Well, not performative like that. It's performative like how people who celebrate Christmas don't think putting up Christmas shit in October is performative.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's putting on, like it is expressing and saying, you know, we're Jews, like that this is a thing for us.
Yeah,
like,
so I get that, but
we're not allowed to express that. And like it's performative in the sense that it is expressing like our heritage and marking ourselves with that heritage.
Okay, I understand that externally, but what my question was going to be is what is the celebration like inside the house?
I mean, I think normally it's, you know, we say prayers, we light candles, with Dad's brother here. I mean, I think it's going to be kind of similar, just maybe a little more tense. Just because, like, I mean, as a teen, I am not getting along with my parents great.
Yeah.
Like they want me to, they've been trying to push me into whatever middle class, thing would work for me. Like they're not trying to be like, oh, we're going to run your life, but they want me to succeed. I just have zero interest in that.
Sure.
And I also don't, I think, have a huge amount of respect for people outside like like Duffy is kind of a dick to people who aren't his friends.
Sure.
Or at least can come off that way. So like, maybe I don't know my uncle that well. We interact, but I don't really engage with him ever. And now he's living with us. Like, I don't fucking know this guy. And he's probably got his own ideas of what this household should be like. And a bum-ass teenager that, kind of gives a bunch of lip, that's not really what he thinks my dad should be putting up with. So there's a lot of tension there.
I think that's probably what you think about it until the last night of Hanukkah.
Okay.
There is, the celebration, the prayers being recited, but at the end, Uncle Jerry remains on his knees, and after a moment you realize he's crying.
Is there a reason he was on his knees to begin with?
I am not on the inside of Jewish culture. Do people not pray on their knees?
Oh no, not really.
Well, he doesn't, and wherever he's sitting or whatever.
Like realizing that he's like crying after we've lit the candles, we've said our prayers. Okay.
He's crying, yeah. And then before you have a chance to sort of parse what's going on, your dad takes him into another room and they have a long conversation. And he doesn't leave the next day, but after that, he seems better. Nobody tells you what it was about.
I'm unsurprised. That surprises me not one bit.
When you come back from the winter break, Mr. Hernandez has been replaced by a substitute. Nobody seems to know where he went. And that is where we are going to wrap for the night.
Right.
I said to you guys before, I'm sorry this went so late, but like I said, this is the first of a trilogy. If you guys want to revisit this mystery, we will pick it up in several months after this.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay. Well, I know it's super late. Everyone's exhausted, even us California people. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Steve. Thanks, everyone.